Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you're in the world. And today it's another one of our live commentaries of the Tour de France 2025, Stage 8. A bit of a flat one despite being a weekend. And yeah, 171 kilometers, finishing in Laval. The last time the Tour was here, I believe, was in 2021. So it is a very familiar ground. It's almost like we had yesterday returning to 2021. Right now, the Tour of Austria is concluding as well, 1.1 kilometer there. But there's no breakaway, 125 kilometers still to go of the stage. Obviously, we're all thinking about Biniam Girmay, John to Milan, Tim Merlier, the big sprinters, and maybe Mathieu van Poel can get involved as well. The green jersey is currently being led by Tadej Pogacar. Absolutely incredible. But yeah, a lot of riders getting caught up that crash that we spoke about in the recap and on the stream yesterday. And yeah, that was very, very bad for the riders. Eddie Dunbar leaving the race. Real big shame for Jacob Al-Ula. Obviously, he was looking very good. We've got the intermediate sprint coming up as well in Vitere. Vitere? Is that how you say it? I'm still learning French. But anyway, UAE team members look like they're going to be doing a blistering job once more in the Tour of Austria. But yeah, for the time being, there's no breakaway out in front. We've got that intermediate sprint coming up as well very shortly. A bit of an incline here, 40 kilometers an hour. So not the fastest. Quinn Simmons at the front here. Intermarché lining up behind him. So we'll wait and see here. But Rafa Majka is leading up. I think this is Esteban Chavez with Isaac Del Toro here. So these two looking around. I think Isaac Del Toro is going to win another stage in the Tour of Austria. Absolutely been blistering that race. And yeah, we will wait and see what happens in that race. But they've got 400 meters to go here in the biggest bike race in the world. They have 123 kilometers left. And Quinn Simmons gets away from the front here. I think Isaac Del Toro is winning another stage. Yeah, absolutely enormous kick there towards the end. So Isaac Del Toro wins another stage here. I think it was Archie Ryan he was up against, actually. But yeah, Isaac Del Toro taking another win. Absolutely remarkable by him. Yeah, that was something. But we'll see what UAE can do. They've got the green jersey in the Tour de France. And maybe we are going to see an interesting one for the sprinters today. A real showdown. We want to see all the big boys here really doing a clean sprint. Quinn Simmons throwing a beat on there to fans. This is going to be a slow one, isn't it? We have to make our own fun in this one until we get to the intermediate sprint. But luckily, it's not too far away. It's about 30 kilometers away. And there's still a lot of sprinters who could potentially be in the mix here. Arnaud Demar was talked to at the start of the day as well. Jordi Meus, I'm not even sure he's still in the race. We could go through who's actually still in this race because, yeah, a lot of riders lost, unfortunately. And a real great shame to see so many riders lose because of crashes. But crashes are a thing in this sport, unfortunately. Riders lost. If we go through each team, UAE team members, obviously, they didn't actually lose Almeida, but a wounded Almeida, something fractured, I think. So we'll wait and see what happens with him. Other than that, I don't think they've had anyone crash, really. Team Visma Lisa bike completely full as well. No real injuries within that team. Yesterday, Mattia Catania DNF'd, abandoned for Sodal Quickstep. EF Education Easy Post, still a full squad for them. So obviously they're still happy about Ben Healy winning. Didn't he come down? I think he came down in that crash, but eventually did manage to fight his way back as well. Biniam Girmay's team is completely full as well. Bahrain Victoria is losing Jack Haig after yesterday's crash. But Santiago Buitrago is still in the race. Ineos Grenadiers, as we know, they lost Filippo Ganna. Jordi Meus is still in the race despite having that really high-speed crash. They are just made of something else, some of these riders, or bike riders in general, I think. They're absolutely just hard as nails. 121 kilometers into Marseille and Lidl Trek sharing duties. Lidl Trek completely full team as well. Red Bull Bora Hansgrohe full team there. Groupama FDJ completely full team. And Alpecin obviously losing Jasper Philipsen unfortunately after that intermediate sprint crash. But yeah, great to have a few of you here on a flat stage. Hopefully it is a a classic of one. What are we saying as well? It's a warm day, Ricky's saying. 31 degrees or 88 Fahrenheit. And great to have Rhonda as well in the chat. Ricky, LMF as well. But yeah, and Vera as well. It's going to be a hard one, this, for the sprinters. We'll look at the run-in as well. Tudor Pro Cycling have a completely full team as well. Who crashed? Someone crashed from Tudor. I can't remember who it was. Was it Haller? No, maybe not. But Jaco Aula losing Eddie Dunbar. That was a great shame for them. Arkea, B&B Hotel, completely full team. Movistar, completely full team as well. And Decathlon, I think Enric Mas was caught up in the crash, I believe. But Decathlon AG2R, no Stefan Bissiger. He was a DNF after the first stage, unfortunately, for the time trial specialist. Total Energies, they've lost one rider as well. Picnic Personnel, completely full team for them. Israel Premier Tech, completely full team. Yeah. Still kind of Joe Blackmore was seeming to be there. A good rider for GC, but he's 44th now, so unfortunately the Tour de l'Avenir champion not able to do anything in the GC. Likewise, Alexei Lutsenko nowhere in GC either, so this team is really just going to be turning into more of a stage hunting approach. Pascal Ackermann still in here. He could be up towards the front in this stage. Jasper de Bois is out of the race for Lotto, and Uno X are completely full as well. Uno X, Tobias Halli-Johannessen, he's sitting in 12th place, so good ride by him yesterday, finishing in 10th. A lot of riders losing time. We'll look at the GC as well because we have a lot of time to kill before that intermediate sprint. Maybe I was a bit too soon with going on too early here. Not much action with no team out in front. Breakaway, there we go. But I had prepared one thing, and that is just the head-to-head between Biniam Girmay and Jonathan Milan this year. So that just gives us a bit of insight. Milan San Remo, obviously they weren't working for Milan, but Biniam Girmay, he won that one. Then in Gent-Wevelgem, it was actually Milan who finished 3rd and 7th for Biniam Girmay. Then in Dwarfsdorf-Landeren, a DNF for Jonathan Milan, and Bini actually finished 15th. Paris-Roubaix, Bini did pretty well actually. That went a bit under the radar, 15th. And Jonathan Milan 101. And the first stage of the tour, obviously 2nd for Biniam Girmay. And Jonathan Milan caught out. And then stage 2 doesn't really matter, does it? Stage 3, 2nd for Tim Merlier, Jonathan Milan after Tim Merlier. 6th for Bini. And then obviously the last few stages, they haven't really been too relevant other than the intermediate sprints. So yeah, what are we saying as well? Robert Shark, did we research consensus, the bagels discussion for projected paint drying stages? Yeah, I think we need to get a bagel poll because to keep ourselves entertained as well. Thank you, DB Cooper, for a bit of, well, coffee money, or is it haircut money? The haircut is coming at some point. Who knows when? Still need to find a hairdresser in France as well. How far will my hair grow down before I won't be able to see the stage at some point? Give it like 2 days and that will be absolutely too far. But thank you, DB Cooper, for that. Many familiar names in the chat, so great to have you all here. William listening from, well, I'm not going to say I'm going to be able to pronounce that. In Brittany, about 150 kilometers, I guess, west of the race. It's a very hot day today. And yeah, I think the heat's going to definitely affect the riders as well. So yeah, we really have got people everywhere, even in France. So great to have you all here. Yeah, yesterday, what did we kind of learn? Tad Pogačar winning 101. Yeah, 101. Great victory by him. A very confident victory as well. Didn't really look too troubled. Jonas Vingegaard getting a strong second place nonetheless. Remco Evenepoel kind of drifting off towards the end, unfortunately. But I think it is looking very good, to be honest. Ronda saying as well, 54.5 K subs as well. Well done to everyone who subscribed. Great to have Savage Pro back in the chat as well. DB Cooper, nice. Garage Band Dane is a good idea. I can't sing and I can't play the guitar. I can play a musical instrument, but it's not one that would do well in a band. But we might as well end the poll as well, because most of you think it's going to be a Biniam Girmay day. I don't know. We'll talk about the run-in as well to the race. We'll see what that looks like. And yeah, okay, Lamef is saying a few right angles turns in the run-in. Okay, I might as well get us the run-in because we're going to be talking about that eventually. So I'll try and find that quite quickly. But Tadej Pogačar obviously winning. That was the big headline yesterday. Almeida crashing. A lot of people crashing in that crash on that very fast downhill. And that is not exactly where you want to crash. And yeah, very, very big shame for them. And obviously, big shame for Almeida. He's appeared on the channel twice. 3 times? Twice. Super nice guy. And yeah, we'll see if he will actually stay in the race. What his role is going to be. Obviously, he was up there in GC. He was kind of like the better version of, sorry Americans, but a better version of, what's his name? Matteo Jorgensen. So yeah, Almeida absolutely having a running riot with this season. But nonetheless, we'll see if he actually stays in the race. Broken rib, fractured rib. Was that what I was seeing being reported? And the run-in of the stage, we might as well get that on screen as well. So you have it there. So you can see 5 kilometers to go. There's a roundabout there. There's a bit of a warning as well. Not long after. Then we come to the 4 kilometers to go. Then they have a sweeping right-hand bend. Then they will just go very rapid down that long straight. And then there's a roundabout and they'll do a 180-degree turn. And then just after 2 kilometers, they have another roundabout. That's another danger point. So already you can see there's like 3 danger points for teams to get organized and potential crashes to happen. There's another roundabout as well once they cross this river. And then when they come into the final kilometer, there isn't really anything, but it does kind of veer off to the right-hand side. So yeah, we'll keep this. We'll keep this safe somewhere because we'll probably be talking about that a bit later as well. So yeah, it's a long day still to go here. 115.6 kilometers. Absolutely, yeah, long day to say the least. But Quinn Simmons is at the front here. John to Milan wants to take a first stage win in his young Tour de France career that has only made up of now 8 stages. So we'll see. A bit of SMR there as I pour water into a glass. But yeah, we will wait and see what Little Trek or Biniam Girmay can do. And what are we saying as well? Vera has just given us the update here. It was said that Almeida had a fractured rib, a hurt finger, and a profound abrasions, but no concussion. That's quite impressive. Obviously, Eddie Dunbar leaving the race. That was a big shame. Super nice guy as well. Happened to talk with him in January, but actually didn't release that interview. I might do it as clips because he revealed how many carbs he was eating per hour when he was winning the Queen stage of the Vuelta a España. What we're saying as well, Ricky, remember Ewan went through the haircut trials. Get to Fabio's length and then decide. Yeah. We have South Africa in the house as well with Rob. We never got down to it where Intermarché said that, what was it? Daniel Tekla was the first ever African to wear the polka dot jersey. I was kind of thinking maybe not. I think some of the South Africans maybe, but I'm not quite sure. wearing the polka dot jersey. That's quite a niche one to get down to. Yeah, Isaac Del Toro absolutely flying in the Tour of Austria as well. We had Japan in the house, I saw. Japan, actually following a Japanese series. Yeah, DJ, if anyone else has seen it, Alice in Borderland. What a crazy series. Nevertheless, 114.2 kilometers. We're seeing Jonathan Milan in that green jersey, but he's of course not wearing it because Biniam Girmay, not Biniam Girmay, Tadej Pogačar is leading that jersey out of anyone. That's crazy. But let's just focus on the top 10 as well in the GC. How has it changed after yesterday? Remco Evenepoel, Tadej Pogačar, all of them all moving up one place, courtesy of Mathieu van der Poel falling down. But Mathieu van der Poel only falling down into 5th place, so not quite as bad as it could have been. And Matteo Jorgensen in 6th place. Vingegaard now up into 4th again. Vauclain still sits in front of the Dane. So a very good ride. He's only 6 seconds ahead of him. But Kevin Vauclain, is he going for a top 10? That would be very interesting if he could pull that off. A very good result for him. He's certainly going to be disappearing from Arkea BNB. He's going to be snapped up by someone, I think. Rumours are... Who was the rumours? It was Ineos Grenadiers were interested, AG2R obviously. So we'll wait and see if Vauclain disappears. But yeah, other than that, Oscar Onley, very good as well on the stage. 3rd, 2 minutes and 49 seconds down. Florian Lipovic, 3rd on the stage, but now finds himself 2 minutes and 49 seconds down. Florian Lipovic up 1 place as well. This is all courtesy of Almeida moving down for them. Roglic up 1 place. Matthias Kilmus Jensen not as good as I was hoping yesterday, but he finds himself a few places up as well. So, yeah, a solid top 10. A lot of riders not there that we would have probably expected. Ben O'Connor, Enric Mas not there anymore as well after having a good string of results. So, yeah, big shame for many of those riders. Yeah, DB Cooper saying Vauclain is 100% off to yeah, I think that could be true. What should our poll be? We need a new poll. Who will win the green? Who will win the green jersey this year? We did it yesterday, but let's see if you have changed your minds. Maybe you've changed your minds. And I am going to throw Tadej Pogačar in there because Tadej Pogačar is absolutely in that as well. So 112.3 kilometers still to go here of the stage. It's a long one. There's no breakaway up in front, so we can't really discuss any of that. So we have to make our own fun as well. So yeah, Bagel Poll is for sure going to be coming out at some point. Yeah. This 80-meter sprint is coming ever closer though, so that should give us some indication of who's going to be really in the mix here. Remco Evenepoel, we're seeing him, the white jersey. Yeah, didn't quite hang with the big boys yesterday. He did for most of it, and then in the sprint, he opened it up and then just kind of fell back. So that was a bit surprising as well, and we'll see what he can do. Obviously, losing Matteo Cattaneo as well. Valentin Panepantra has crashed. No Mikel Landa in this team. It's not looking too good here. But the peloton is strung out quite a bit here. So Tim Merlier, he's going to be doing it. He's one of the riders getting interviewed as well. Got interviewed at the start of the day, obviously, having already taken a stage win this year. So we'll wait and see if he can add a second one. I'm not even sure. Has Tim Merlier taken more than one stage win in a Tour de France? That is something we have a lot of time to figure out. So I'll find out if Tim Merlier has actually done that. But the European champion, such a strong rider. And certainly for many people, the best sprinter right now on the professional scene. So yeah, maybe not. He certainly has a very good head-to-head against Jonathan Milan as well. We looked a bit at that yesterday. So far, Milan has taken 2 stages in the Aula Tour this year. He also took 2 stage wins in the UAE Tour. But on stage 4, he lost out to Jonathan Milan, but obviously beating Jonathan Milan in the 2 other stages. 2 stages as well in Paris-Nice, the opening ones. And second place in Ghent-Wevelgem. winning the sprint behind, winning Skelderprijs, which is kind of seen as like the World Championships for sprinters, or the unofficial one. Obviously, they also say Champs-Élysées. Winning the Brussels Cycling Classic, and I actually watched that race. That was crazy how good he was there. Third in the Antwerp Port Epic, but there was two riders who danced up the road, and it was his former teammate of Timo Kilic who won that. Have they been teammates? Maybe not. I think they've been teammates. Yeah, they have been teammates. Kind of, because he wasn't part of their team together with Merlier at that time. But Merlier also winning stage 1 and stage 5 of the Tour of Belgium, and then nothing really at the Belgian National Championships, where of course it was Tim Wellens winning that one. And yeah, winning stage 3 as well. So he's had a very good year here. 61 victories to his name in total. And this is only his second Tour de France. So he is, a bit like some of these places that the Tour has visited this year. A return from 2021. Yeah, Tim Merlier. We'll see what he can do here. How many stages is he going to win? Not really involved in that green jersey, it seems. Doesn't really care too much. What are we saying? Space. Merlier has concealed his true power level very well. He hasn't wasted any energy on the intermediate sprints. He's all about the stage wins. He's my pick without seeing the finish. Yeah, probably. Depends what position they can get him in as well. But 109.5 kilometers, we're getting ever so slightly closer to that intermediate sprint. And that will give us some indication of who's really digging in for that green jersey. The green jersey battle as well. Most intermediate sprints so far, points anyway, has been Jonathan Milan winning 92, Biniam winning 67, and Anthony Togis winning 60. So, yeah, very much winning most of them there. Races with the most recorded crashes this season. You can tell that even Pro Cycling Stats are a bit bored here. They're really coming out with some interesting stats. The most crashes has been Paris-Roubaix, not surprising, with 21 crashes registered. And none of the Tour de France stages have actually been up there. So, yeah, Paris-Roubaix, the most crash-worthy of all the races this year, or days, shall we say. Joao Almeida, as Vera was saying earlier, fractured rib. And I think he's still in the race. I don't think he has abandoned, and it would be a great shame if he does abandon here. But Eddie Dunbar was the man who didn't start. And then obviously we had some DNFs as well yesterday, as we talked about earlier. About 108.2 kilometers here. We're seeing a Cofidis rider. Many fans on the side of the road here. Who is going to be winning this stage? Also a Ferrari fan on the side of the road. So a bit of a Formula 1 cycling crossover there as well. Alexi asking who designed this route. The most boring days on the weekend. Absolutely. I think this is crazy. Why did they not put the Mur de Bretagne today and the flat stages yesterday? That was absolutely silly. So silly. Fab Cycling as well saying Merlier broke the curse that European champions have been an albatross in the past years. Was there that curse? Who's been European champion? I mean, Christoph won the Champs-Élysées stage as European champion many moons ago. But 2018, wasn't it? What are we saying as well? Just trying to keep up to date with the chat. 107.7 kilometers still to go here of the stage. Lawrence Pithy, he's just on bag duty here, domestique duty. So the young Kiwi rider, we'll see what he can do here. I think this is his first Tour de France. We're seeing Joao Almeida as well, with Ben Healy just talking here. Elbows patched up. And those two were caught up in that crash. What a shame for both of them. Both of them were sitting inside top 10 and did slip out of top 10 courtesy of that, unfortunately for them. The Tour gearing up. Oh, here we go. Vero saying the Tour is gearing up for Monday. Cateau Juillet and the first mountain stage. Yep, that is true. That will be an exciting one to say the least. A lot of big climbs in that stage, and are we going to see another Tadej Pogačar victory perhaps? Potentially that could happen. But yeah, it is all about to kick off in the intermediate sprint shortly. So we'll wait and see who's going to take the most points here. But we've got another flat stage tomorrow as well. But the intermediate sprint comes very quickly there. It's annoying that they don't have multiple intermediate sprints. They only have the one. So yeah, there's one Castellarized climb today as well. So we'll wait and see what's going to happen there. But yeah, right now it's very, very flat affair. Not too much action happening. Not too many riders doing anything. No breakaway. We're hoping for that breakaway afterwards. 20 kilometers to go until we get that intermediate sprint. So yeah, we're seeing the yellow jersey / green jersey of Tadej Pogačar as well. And what are we saying here as well? Girmay doesn't have enough power to beat Milan. Milan's sprint is hilarious though. Yeah, I think Milan is very strong. He is the strongest sprinter of who's actually chasing that green jersey for sure. That green jersey is all about Milan, I think, if he can stay on his bike and Mathieu van der Poel doesn't get involved. It was a shame that Mathieu van der Poel didn't get involved in the intermediate sprint. He could have picked up 6-7 points, but he didn't. He didn't do anything. So, yeah, we will wait and see what's going to happen here on the stage. Yeah, for the time being, we're seeing plenty of riders up towards the front here. We're getting some indication of who's actually interested in that intermediate sprint. Astana, it looks like Astana is up here as well. Intermarché, very much trying to get that green jersey back that they got last year. Phenomenal result by Biniam Girmay. 3-stage wins as well. Along with that, absolutely something we didn't expect to see, to be honest. I think everyone, even Biniam Girmay and Intermarché, was pretty astounded by that. But as we talked about earlier in the race, their objective is only 1-stage win. That is what they said. And yeah, not really what many people would have said. What are we saying as well? Mathieu van der Poel shouldn't have said that. Any opinion about Mathieu van der Poel recovery statement? What was that? I'll try and find that. And then we can have a chat about that. And yeah, Danish doping expert has also questioned Tadej Pogačar in the media. So that was a story running around. There was the Jonas Vingegaard, Tadej Pogačar tactics back and forth as well. So yeah, what are we saying as well here? I saw someone holding a sign that says Remco even chicken. I laughed so loud I passed an egg. Wait, what? Remco even chicken? Or did I read that wrong? Nevertheless, 105 kilometers still to go. I'm trying to find that link or that story. The recovery statement. I didn't see that. I wonder how they recover like that every day. Oh, okay, here we go. I've got it now. Dutchman more than satisfied with performance in his first stages, 7 stages, despite getting dropped on the return to the Merlier de Bretagne. Yeah, interesting, isn't it? What did he say? So Mathieu van der Poel said to ITV, I think it was the fatigue of stage 6. 4 years ago, it was almost the second race day. I need my best legs here to try and follow these guys, and I didn't have them today. What I predicted did indeed happen, he said to Sporza. The first time up the Merlier de Bretagne, I almost got dropped. I knew that they would ride up very fast the second time. Not sure. Yeah, what's the recovery? I'm looking for that recovery part. Okay, here he says, I sometimes wonder how everyone else recovers like that every day. I'm glad I can focus mainly on the classics, admitted Mathieu van der Poel in his second stint in the yellow jersey. Yeah, that, I mean, Yeah, we've heard about various different recovery strategies in the Tour de France. Ketones they take quite a lot of as well every day. The cherry juice to try and flush out the system. So um, yeah, that that interesting to say the least. Um, yeah, but we'll wait and see what happens in the stage here. 103.8 kilometers. But yeah, you never know what happens behind closed doors. But ketones obviously a huge thing now. A huge thing for cherry juice as well. That yeah, that kind of just flushes all the toxins. Is what I've never tried it, but apparently all the antioxidants just flushes it through. That's yeah. But it's funny to see Mathieu Van der Poel doing that as well. Will Mathieu Van der Poel make it to Paris? Yeah, that is a good question as well. Maybe not. Maybe not. Um, yeah, we'll wait and see here. But it's looking pickle juice and ketones. Yeah, that's the ticket. We'll wait and see what happens here on the stage. We're coming very close to that intermediate sprint now. So are we going to get another win from Jonathan Milan? He's taken a lot of points in that, well, discipline, sub-discipline, and a lot of 1,500 euros. So, yeah, Lidl Trek really loading up on that money as well. What I'm saying, I think people are reading too much into it, wanting to see something that Mathieu Van der Poel didn't mean or say. What I'm saying as well, Cycling Day in Action channel idea, 1 month of riding using Ketone IQ. Yeah, I mean, I was thinking about that. 103 kilometers still to go here of the stage. Wout van Aert just taking a bottle here. Bottle duty for him. Obviously, they're only working for Jonas Vingegaard here, so Wout van Aert's not going to get involved in that sprint. He has taken sprint wins in the past. And as Patrick D as well says, on Wednesday, Greg LeMond received the Congressional Medal of Honor of America. Absolutely incredible to see. And who would have thought that it was Donald Trump who was going to give him that? Yeah, a bit of a snoozer of the day. That is interesting. Well, not interesting, but it will. We have those 2 points. The intermediate sprint and then the last one as well. So we will wait and see what's going to happen here in terms of stage win. But many of you thinking that Biniam Girmay is still the favorite for the green jersey. Obviously, it's a bit of a heavy, heavy finish in terms of the Tour de France. Even that final stage is not exactly the best one for sprinters. 102.4 kilometers still to go here. Back end of the peloton. Wout van Aert just moving up through the peloton. Biniam Girmay there. Flat tire. And we will see if he's going to be able to do something here. So Bini becomes one of those riders caught up in this as well. Yeah, Savage Pro say, don't be surprised. Trump will give Armstrong a medal too. Maybe. I mean, wasn't Trump one of the first guys that when he came back to America, Lance Armstrong, he was one of the first people to shake his hand. So, yeah. Scott McMillan did actually tell us about this yesterday as well. Carousel Vertigo, just got back from doing my errands. Could there be a more boring stage? Paint anyone? Yeah. They didn't even give us a breakaway. Total Energies, Israel Premier Tech, you're nowhere in GC. Okay, they have Pascal Ackermann that they're thinking of, I guess. But throw Joe Blackmore up there. Throw some of these youngsters up there. Ugh, what a shame. But Biniam Girmay not getting really any help to get back into the race here by Domestiques or anything. So that's very strange. That's quite strange, isn't it? They're pacing at the front here, his team. But Bini's out the back. What? Visma Lease Bike tactics being employed by, yeah. Well, no, who was it? It wasn't Visma Lease Bike. It was EF Education Easy Post when they had Kasper Eiskine up in the break and then they were chasing from behind. This is not quite the same, but it's still a bit strange, to be honest. But yeah, we're getting ever closer to our intermediate sprint, as we said. How many seconds have we got here? We have got well, kilometers, shall I say. 14.7 kilometers still to go here of the stage. Of this part of the stage. Obviously, there's a lot longer until we get to the finish. But yeah, a tricky finish, as we said earlier. A very tricky finish for the riders. If they're not aware of that finish, they might lose quite a bit here. So if we just see that, talk about that, we'll mention the finish a few times. But one roundabout, around 5 kilometers to go. Then it's very fast into just after 4 kilometers, sweeping bend. Then they have the 180 degree roundabout. Then another roundabout just after 2 kilometers to go. They cross the river. Then they have another roundabout, and then a very fast finish towards the last bit. And yeah, that is going to be, there's a lot of obstacles there for the riders and the sprint team, so they can definitely get caught out quite easily and lose position if they're not in charge of that. So Soudal Quickstep, Intermarché, all the GC teams are for sure going to be up there as well, getting involved. So yeah, what were we saying as well? Trump was very cyclish. There was a Tour de Trump back then. Yeah, that's true. 100 kilometers to go here. 100 kilometers. I still think cycling is one of the cheapest sports to sponsor as well. Yeah, well, for Americans, I don't understand why. Yeah, they should really have jumped on it more, because to fund one basketball player in the NBA, you could, I think, almost fund 2 cycling teams. So yeah, we will wait and see. Bring back Tour of California, as we said so many times. But less than 100 kilometers to go here of the stage. We still have Intermarché working their way through this, taking control of it. And yeah, Quinn Simmons, the American national champion, moves to the front here. So we'll see what he can do as well. Very strong on one of the stages. Came second. Tim Naberman as well. We're seeing him here. DSM, reportedly DSM, they're going for Tobias Lund Andresen in the sprint today. So let's, fingers crossed for a Danish win as well. We haven't had a Danish win yet in the Tour de France. Will Vingegaard win a stage? I don't know. But for the time being, it's a fairly calm affair here at the Tour de France. Stage 8, Biniam Girmay, is he going to take his first stage win of this year's Tour? Many of you think no, many of you think yes. But the green jersey could be one that he could be quite competitive in, because John Milan has never finished the Tour de France, but he has finished the Giro d'Italia, winning the points classification as well, so he knows exactly what he is doing. Actually, that's a good one. Let's do that. Brian is saying, is Tadej Pogačar greatest of all time? I would say not yet, but maybe when he finishes his career, probably yes, if he goes to the same trajectory that he's been doing now. So yeah, we will wait and see. 98.5 kilometers still to go here, and anything can happen on the stage in terms of the sprint, the intermediate sprint. Pogačar, is he going to win the green jersey this year? That could even be on the cards. 24% of you going for him winning the green jersey. So more of you think he's going to win the green jersey than John Milano. So yeah, that was a bit of a surprise in terms of that poll, but we will wait and see. Great to have almost 300 people in the chat. I know it's a very, very easy, boring stage, and we are just getting more exciting for that Cateau Juillet that's coming up as well. Yeah. Did Pogačar face tougher competition than Eddie Merckx? Ooh, that's, yeah. Good question, actually. Eddie Merckx, very dominant, as we know. Yeah, no one, did anyone in the Eddie Merckx area actually win 2 Tour de France's? Because, like we know, Jonas Vingegaard won 2 tours. Winning on debut as well, Tadej Pogačar. Let's not forget about that. That was absolutely remarkable. But Tour of Cali, I mean, it's not really Tour of Cali. Cali is Cali in Colombia. But yeah, we will wait and see here. Brian Kokar. Yeah, he was the man who got rid of Jasper Philipsen. Unfortunately, he was the one who did the killer blow for Philipsen's Tour de France. Got a bit of a slap on the wrist for that. Got the yellow card and a 500 Swiss franc fine. Jonas Vingegaard talking with Joao Almeida here. That's quite funny. So we'll wait and see if, Almeida. He's still riding though, so I mean, we'll see how he fares on Monday's stage as well, because that's going to be a big test for many of these riders as well. Ricky saying happy birthday to Valentin Madouas, who's 29 years young. Who was it? There was another one, Pavel Sivakov's birthday yesterday. So, obviously I know Cali is cool for California, but it is also a city in Colombia. So, yeah. Always shortening things. We're seeing Judge Milan, the green jersey wearer, not the green jersey leader. He's very tall figure. Impressive track rider as well. But for the time being, Jonathan Milan, what can he do here? We haven't really talked about him too much here on the streams. He hasn't taken a stage win. We talked about Merlier a bit. Obviously, those two had a head-to-head as well in the UAE Tour. But Jonathan Milan, he turned pro in, what are we calling pro? He joined the World Tour in 2021 as a 20-year-old. So he is such an impressive rider. He's so young. We've got 10.5 kilometers still to the intermediate sprint here. But then being with Bahrain Victorious for 3 years, taking a number of wins in those years as well. 2021, his first win on the road came where? Was it the Crow race? No, he finished second in the Settimana Classica Italiana. I think that's what turned into the Giro d'Abruzzo, because Cagliari is there quite a lot. He finished second to Pascal Ackermann of all people. But the next year he had a bit of a better year. Obviously, he also won the Olympics that year, part of the team pursuit team. But he had a better year in 2022. Being up there in the Tour of Poland on a few stages, winning almost winning a stage in the Deutschland Tour, finishing behind Caleb Ewan. And then in the Crow race, this is where Jonathan Milan really opened his account. 2 stage wins in that first 2 stages, even beating Sasha Morello. Do you remember that name? That is a name that brings back memories. And then in 2023, his last year with Bahrain Victorious, taking a stage win in Saudi Arabia, and then went to his first Grand Tour, winning his second stage in the Giro, coming second a few times as well, 3-4 times, but winning the points classification. So winning the points classification twice. So he's never left a Grand Tour without the points classification, and then last year as well. A bit more dominant with Lidl Trek, taking three stage wins, but coming second as well a few times and losing out to Tim Merlier on the final stage in Rome. So they have a bit of a ding-dong battle, these two. Bit of a rivalry. And they are potentially, I think, the 2 top riders in the sprinting game right now. Actually, that's a good one as well. Vera said, will Tadej Pogačar, she thinks that he will beat Pogačar, Cavendish's record. So we'll wait and see if he can do it. But for the time being, it's Quinn Simmons still just pushing on the pace here. And welcome to the few of you who subscribed as well today. And there is many more streams happening today. Oh, not today. During the tour, so check that out as well. And of course, we have got the recap race analysis later on. I mean, it will be a sprint analysis today. Because, I'm doing it on my own, and we all know that this isn't really a stage that's going to be much action other than the sprint. So there will be a sprint analysis later on the Cycling Day in Action extra channel. So we'll wait and see what that brings us. But for the time being, it's still a bit of a calm day. Very calm day here as well. But we might as well mention our sponsor as well for the first time in the stream. That is VeloPro Racer. And since nothing's happening in the stage, that is a good time to just mention them as well. road racing simulator, and it is a very new app as well. And they kindly got involved and decided to sponsor the stream, so that was very nice. An English app as well. So yeah. Anyway, we are just watching what's happening here as well. What are we saying here? Brian, is Ewan doing a podcast for the tour? I don't think so. Ewan's currently in Slovenia of all places as well right now, so he's on the move. But 93.5 kilometers still to go here of the stage. We're seeing Jordi Mayus here. He was one of the riders who was involved in one of the sprint crashes. So not the best start to his year's Tour de France, obviously. Former Champs-Élysées winner. And we'll see if he can do something similar this year. Probably not. Chris is saying this may be the worst stage I've ever seen. I mean, there are a few contenders for that. Let's be honest. And yeah, we will wait and see what's going to happen here in this stage. The intermediate sprint, though, is coming up. So that will give us a bit of action, a bit of a talking point that we can analyze through. But Intermarché and Lidl Trek are the teams that I'm more interested in. There's Soudal Quickstep fairly quiet. They're not really committing to any chase here. But we know, of course, they are only concerned about the sprint stage as well. Team Radio coming up as well for UAE. Today, Urska, 7th place at the Giro. So there you go. Not even about the stage. About Tadej's girlfriend. Wow. But yeah, we will wait and see here for the intermediate sprint. This is certainly going to be the one that will show us something here. It's extremely tight in that green jersey. Maybe we get the green jersey as well up for us, just to have that on screen as well. But yeah, yeah, UAE just furnishing their riders with the information of what happened on the two other races. So yeah. Anyway, that side plot aside, it's not really a side plot, just a bit of tangent aside. The green jersey is here, so you can see the green jersey now. 156 points, courtesy of winning yesterday. Tadej Pogačar. Yeah, I don't know if I agree with the organizers changing it. But Remco Evenepoel talking with Tish Benoot, I think, here. And yeah, we'll see what happens here. But in the green jersey, John to Milan, not getting enough points to fend off Tadej Pogačar here. Biniam Girmay moves up into 3rd place. Mathieu van der Poel didn't pick up any points in the intermediate sprint, which was a bit annoying. So I don't know if he's actually going for it here. What Rob is saying as well, I am all for easy stays in the Tour de France, but come on, organizers. This Saturday at the Tour, it should be an epic day for riders and fans alike. Absolutely, I think this is true. Absolutely terrible organizing for this. They could have swapped the days completely. Criminal, really. Criminal in a cycling sense. But the organizers, ASO, they do whatever they want. But we're 27 away from 100 likes, so make sure to hit the like button as well. Costs you absolutely nothing. Neither does subscribing, but many of you know that as well. What were we saying? DB Cooper, I know this gets old, but I got a new parachute for sale. Never opened, slightly stained. DB Cooper, yeah, if you don't know the name. Yeah. There's a great Netflix documentary about it as well. What are we saying as well? Visma needs a mellow day today because they're tired from dragging Tadej Pogačar to the finish line every day. Oh, Patrick D, that is very well said. Very well said. Ugh. Yeah, Visma Lee Spike. Funny ones, to say the least. Yeah, we're going to see what happens here. 90.8 kilometers still to go here on the stage. Jordi Mayos back in the bunch as well. This is quite interesting if Red Bull will get involved in this. Obviously, they have two riders inside the top 10 with Primoz Roglic and also Lipovic. Primoz Roglic and Lipovic, the two riders sitting 8th and 9th right now. But 90.6 kilometers even left of the stage. We're getting ever closer to that green jersey sprint as well. It's 5 kilometers away now Intermarché, Little Trek, they're really just taking the front here. Is Mathieu van der Poel going to get involved? He did get involved 2 days ago where he finished second in the sprint, so we might see what happens here. Brittany flags as well, French flags on the side of the road. And yeah, it's a shame they haven't really done something extra about this. But Quinn Simmons with Intermarché here towards the front here. John Milan, he's going to be very eager to continue his very impressive run in the intermediate sprints here. But it's a very slow affair here. Biniam Girmay, he had, like we've said this before as well, a very, very tall team that they have, these guys. Yeah, very classics prepared squad. And we'll wait and see if they can do put him in a real good position here as well. But we might as well get a new poll because you guys really ended that poll as well. Do you think Pogačar will beat Cavendish's record? There you go. Yes or no? Yes or no? 90 kilometers to go here. Very close to that intermediate sprint. Is Bini going to win the stage? That is the big question. Is Milan going to be up there? Is it going to be Merlier versus Milan? Another chapter in this growing rivalry in the sprints. Very different backgrounds, obviously. And yeah, absolute incredible pairing. One of the two strongest sprinters in this year's Tour de France. And probably in cycling as well. They're very much the pure sprinters. So we'll wait and see if... Well, Milan's definitely going to be up there. They're very close to each other right now. Merlier is actually on Jonathan Milan's wheel right now. So maybe he's going to be able to do something here. Yeah, not the fastest stage either. 41.5 kilometers. We had a very fast stage yesterday. That's why also they finished quite early as well. But they're taking it as a bit of a semi-rest day here, unfortunately for us. No real tricky parkour as well. So a tedious one. And I really do appreciate all of you for being here as well on this very slow day of this year's Tour de France. But we'll wait and see here. Quinn Simmons here, he's just driving up the pace here. Little Trek, they're just slotting in. The rest of the team behind Intermarché and Bini are very much going to try and do something here. And get more points in that green jersey competition. But obviously it doesn't really matter about the points. It's more about the difference you have to your rivals to gain something. So if you get 17 points but Milan wins it, you lose 3 points. So 88.7 kilometers. They're very, very close now. They're very close to that intermediate sprint now. We're about 2.8 kilometers. So we will see the intermediate... Well, the sprinting teams really getting a bit more organized potentially. It's still Quinn Simmons working at the front here. The American with the red, white and blue. And great to have Horst Phillips there as well. But we'll wait to see what happens here. Biniam Girmay, John Milan, Tim Merlier, is he going to be up there? Mathieu van der Poel, is he going to get another sneaky second place here? Yeah. Anything can happen in this intermediate sprint. Let's hope nothing like the Jasper Philipsen incident happens here, because that was absolutely terrible for the race, I think. Having Jasper Philipsen, John Milan and Biniam Girmay fighting for that green jersey would have been an epic battle, and I would have been all for watching that battle unfold. But yeah, we're just seeing riders darting up and down the bunch behind, but the pace, it's going up to 48 kilometers an hour now. So they're just increasing it, getting ready for that lead out now here. So we'll wait and see if they can actually do something here. Yeah, this could be quite an interesting one to say the least for the riders, and it is looking fairly good for Intermarché where they put Bini right now. Yeah, tomorrow is also a very flat affair. The organizers, I have no idea what they were thinking when they were doing this. Absolutely strange, to say the least. But 87.4 kilometers, ever closer to that intermediate sprint. We're almost inside that last kilometer of this intermediate sprint as well. 1.5 kilometers to go here. Still Intermarché, just taking up the duties here. I think Quinn Simmons just fell back here. So this is going to be quite interesting now. 44 kilometers. Quinn Simmons slotting into second place here. John to Milan up towards there. Merlier is up here, so he's not looking too disinterested about this. So we will just see if Merlier can get involved here. Anthony Turgis has also done something as well in these intermediate sprints. So he's up here towards the front. And yeah, it's looking very interesting now. It's looking very interesting what's going to happen. And we will see what's going to happen right now. Inside the last kilometer now. Now Intermarché are really going to up the pace. 86.7 kilometers to go here. They're the ones who are going to be most interested in this. We haven't had a win for Biniam Girmay in an intermediate sprint so far. But yeah, we will wait and see here. We'll wait and see. Intermarché, they are looking very interested in this, but John to Milan has just slotted into their train as well. He's on the wheel of Biniam Girmay, so I think they're not committing as many riders here, Little Trek, but Intermarché are committing all their riders to this. It looks so, yeah, Intermarché are really putting a lot of resource into this, whereas Little Trek are just putting themselves. Oh, here we go. Milan moving to the front here. He just opens the sprint here a bit. Biniam Girmay trying to follow their time. John to Milan looks behind as well. Merlier's in the sprint now. So Merlier's in the intermediate sprint. And there we go. Milan takes it. Not too much effort by him. Didn't really open it too much as well. But Milan there quite easily. And Merlier is getting involved in intermediate sprints as well. So that is the big reveal of today. Anthony Turgis not giving up here, but I think it was Milan, Merlier, then we had Anthony Turgis, and then we had Biniam Girmay. So Biniam in fourth place there. So fourth place for Biniam. So that means Milan moves up 20 points. He's still not overtaking the deficit he has to Pogacar here as well. And yeah, we'll wait and see if anyone's going to get involved in this other than these riders. But no Mathieu van der Poel either. So Mathieu van der Poel, I don't think he's actually going to do anything in the green jersey, unfortunately. So yeah, 85 kilometers still to go here of the stage. We're missing 7 likes from 100. We can try and achieve that as well. What are we saying as well? Like a balloon losing air. Wait, what was this? We will wait and see here, but it's still Little Trek here, putting up the pace here at the front. I feel like I've been on these roads as well, but I don't think so, because I don't think I've ever been to Brittany here, only been to Normandy. But Total Energies, are they going to try and move off the front here? 84.5 kilometers still to go here of the stage. And that was a bit of a reveal here, but John to Milan takes that quite easily. And into the green jersey classification will get that as well. But yeah, snooze fest right now for sure. Beautiful building here, the Château de Vitre. Yeah, obviously there's great architecture in France all over the place. That's for sure. So yeah, we will wait and see what happens here. In the stage, Jean-Marc is saying race is slow like a balloon losing its air. Okay, I see what you mean. Rest day for the GC riders. Well, maybe not. I think that the last few kilometers that we spoke about is going to be a bit of nervous time for many of these riders. But Quinn Simmons here towards the front here. 20 points for Tim Merlier. 17 points for him. John to Milan gets the 20 points. Anthony Turgis, 15 points. Biniam Girmay, 13. Lawrence Rex gets the next points after that. Brian Cocard picking up points. Quinn Simmons, Zimmerman, DeLee even getting some points as well. Tim Wellens getting points. No Mathieu van der Poel in there. So no Mathieu van der Poel. So we will wait and see if Mathieu van der Poel gets involved later on. But an attack apparently from a Total Energies rider. I didn't quite see who it was. But yeah, silly that there's no breakaway. Come on, Uno X, you need to do something here. Uno X, do something. We will wait and see if Uno X are going to get involved. But they're sitting quite high up with Tobias Halle Johannesson as well. And this is a bit of a, paint drying stage for sure. Why is no one attacking? It's a Saturday. French people are watching. Everyone's watching, and nobody's doing anything. So yeah. Oh well. The organizers annoyed at them. The team's a bit annoyed that they haven't set a rider up here as well. And even just to get some fitness, just if you're not feeling the greatest, just want to have a day in front with some of the other riders. EF Education Easy Post, send a rider up there. Israel Premier Tech really send something up there as well. And yeah, Quinn Simmons looking around here. Yeah, Intermarché, EF Education Easy Post up towards the front. Astana, come on, somebody attack. It's a very chill day here. Very chill day. Intermarché, they're just taking control here of the front. Yeah, no attacks happening for us. Appreciate you all for being here as well, because yeah, it's not the most thrilling right now. 41 seconds here. Even a second intermediate sprint would have been great. That could have given us at least something else to look forward to, not just the last 3 kilometers. So Astana up here. Nobody's really attacking. This is, yeah, interesting, isn't it? Organizers need to tell the invited teams to send riders up the road. Yeah, for sure, for sure. They have to get on the radio and be like, we invited you, so do something here. Tudor Pro Cycling, do something. Yeah, what are we saying? Pro Cycling Stats put the virtual classification behind Subwall. Oh, okay. So I guess they're just trying to make more money as well. So, I mean, it's their platform. They can do what they want. No, I actually have it. I actually have the virtual one. So I'll get you the virtual one as well. The virtual classification of the green jersey. We can just have a look through with that because nothing else is really happening. And what have we learned from today other than that the peloton don't really want to do anything? We've learned that John to Milan, probably the best sprinter. Tim Merlier is getting involved in the intermediate sprints. And, I mean, there you have it. There you have it. We have John to Milan in second place now, 20 points. He still has 14 points to make up on Tadej Pogačar. Biniam Girmay, 13 points. Mathieu Van der Poel, 0 points in the intermediate sprint, but still in 4th place. Tenchis moves up after those 15 points. And Tim Merlier, 89 points, 17 points. So Tim Merlier, I mean, he has a long way to go if he's going to try and do something here. A long way to go. And yeah, we haven't spoken about the fines as well of the Tour de France. And of course, we've done that a few days here, but I don't think there were any fines yesterday, actually. No fines at all. So yeah, that was quite interesting. The last few days we haven't had any fines in the Tour de France. So yeah, they have been on the good side of the rule book here. So no fines for the last 3 stages. The last rider to get fined by the ASO was Remco Evenepoel on stage 4 for disposing of waste without precaution. 500 Swiss francs for that. So 500 Swiss francs for disposing of waste without precaution. And bringing a rider down is also 500 Swiss francs. Yes, Total Energies have heard our praise. They are attacking with 2 riders here. Total Energies have been informed by Christian Prudhomme. Do something here because the Cycling Dane live commentary is complaining like very annoyingly. So 80.4 kilometers. We've seen our first breakaway here. 2 Total Energies rider. No one else wanting to get up the road with these 2 riders. Israel Premier Tech, shame on you. Tudor Pro Cycling, shame on you. Cofidis, shame on you as well. But Total Energies getting up with 2 riders here. So they're going to have a 1-2 battle here. So we'll wait and see how far they can actually make it into this stage as well. Almost 300 people in the chat. Smash the like button as well if you haven't already. And subscribe to the channel as well. Finally, we get some movement from the riders and not just in an intermediate sprint. A double Total Energies attack here. Double trouble here for them. And we'll see how far they can keep this up. Yeah. But quick word as well. Velo Pro Racer, make sure to check that out. Our cycling road cycling simulator app that is very new as well and is completely free to download. It's in the chat, so do check that out as well. But for the time being, we've got 2 Total Energies riders really just going for it. We'll see if they can do anything here. Yeah, they're giving us something, so at least we have two riders that we can get to know and talk about here, because it's just not been the day that we were hoping in a way. It is Mathieu Bogaro and Matteo Vacher. Didn't Vacher come down as well? Yeah. It's such a stupid stage, like you guys were saying. Flat stages in the weekend, that is so weird. Maybe it was the Tour of Austria paying the Tour de France not to have exciting days. But yeah, Quinn Simmons, he's just trying to mark that move by that duo from TotalEnergies. Matteo Bogado, we know that name quite well. Some people say he's the best impersonator of riding style of Julien Philippe, winner of the Tour of Istanbul last year, stage winner in Paris-Nice in 2022. That's where I really became familiar with him. And he's been third on a stage in the Tour de France, second on a stage as well in 2023. Who was that to? That was to Ion Izagirre when he won in 2023. Wasn't that the day we had Mathieu van der Poel in the break as well? Yes, and he completely went backwards, unfortunately. So, yeah, two interesting riders. Matteo Vacher, also of TotalEnergies, but a double attack by them. And Vacher, winner of the Tour de Dupe in 2025 this year. Second on a stage last year in the Tour de France as well. To Victor Campenaerts, he almost took the win there himself, Vacher, so that was a great shame for him. But a very good rider here. 24 years young, from Lyon, and has had a number of top threes in his career already. He was second on a Vuelta a Asturias stage as well to Marc Soler. So he knows how it is to be up towards the pointy end here. But those two riders just doing their best here to stay up towards the front. It's his second Tour de France as well. But right now they find themselves in the breakaway. They've got 11 seconds here. 11 seconds here. So we'll see. But Intermarché are waking up here. You didn't want to do anything when there wasn't a break. And now you're really going for it here. So, yeah. Oh well. Let them have 10 minutes. Let them have 10 minutes. And then we get a bit of excitement. Are they going to make it? That would be very interesting. Yeah, Isaac Del Toro obviously said something about it as well. If he's going to go to the Vuelta. What are we saying? Come on, DS. Get on the radio and send some riders into the break. Yeah. Even Picnic Personnel could send. Well, it is the sprint stage, so they care a bit about that. But in terms of teams, let's just have a look of who should actually be in this break. TotalEnergies team radio coming up, so it probably is the message that we have. Listen, if they want to jump on everything that moves, that's their problem. We have to race. We have a right to race. Yeah, okay, so TotalEnergies getting a bit annoyed that they are not doing anything as well, the peloton here. So, yeah, let's get rid of the green jersey classification as well, the virtual one. But yeah, we'll wait and see here. TotalEnergies might want to do something here. Flat tire for Jordi Meeus as well. Jordi Meeus just getting a flat tire. Yeah, what I was saying as well. Tour de France app says this stage celebrates the birthplace of some old-time French riders. Parcours is snoozy. Yeah. 75.9 kilometers. These two are doing a good 2-up, but it's 16 seconds. They haven't quite got that big margin that we were thinking that they were going to get here. But yeah, they're doing a good job to try and entertain us. Scott McMillan said Isaac Del Toro wanted to do the Vuelta a España, but UAE said no. I think they have some sort of policy that they don't want their young rider to do more than one Grand Tour as well, to just spare them as well here. 18 seconds now. And we are getting ever closer. I think we've been to Viterbo before. Am I just confusing? Is it all merging into one here? But yeah, we'll wait and see here what happens on the stage. But for the time being, 75.3 kilometers, 19 seconds here. And it could be quite a good stage here for the riders. Yeah, Astana should get involved. Yeah, I was gonna look up that as well. Which team should have been sent in the breakaway here, or done something in the breakaway? Obviously not UAE. Visma Lisa bike towards the back here with Jonas Vingor. He's just getting got back into the wheels with Eduardo Ifini here. I still think EF Education Easy Post should have sent someone up here. Bahrain Victorious maybe, because I mean they don't really have a GC rider anymore. Santiago Butrago losing a lot of time. He was caught up in that crash yesterday. Alpecin maybe. No, they're thinking more about the sprints. You could say that for Tour de Pro Cycling as well, because they have got Dainese, AG2R, but they probably are saying that they're fighting for Felix Gall, putting him in position, so they don't want to waste riders. But I mean, you could just send a rider up to get a bit of fitness back in the legs here. Astana, yeah, for sure. They should have sent someone up here, like a Mike Chernison would be good. But they do have Kes Bol, so they could throw that card in there as well. Who else? Lotto. I mean, they have not been the most exciting team. Lenny Van Eetveld obviously crashing. Or was it a mechanical? But Israel Primatech for sure. I mean, they have got Pascal Ackermann, so maybe that's also one of the things as well. Because, yeah, they're all kind of... They have sprinting options. Even Jacob Aula have Dylan Groenewegen. So, yeah. But, I mean, annoying. But they build up 22 seconds here. So the peloton are reacting to this. They're not just letting these two riders go. They are really just keeping the string quite tight, or the rope quite tight here. So, yeah. We'll wait and see here. 23 seconds still to go here of the stage. Oh, 23 seconds between the peloton. It's not 23 seconds to go. That is wishful thinking at this point. But 73.2 kilometers still to go here. These two riders just giving each other feeds as well. They're just making sure that they can do something here. Ricky is our number one in the day's chat ranking as well. I think, yeah, I was trying it on someone else's stream, and I think you get 25 points for chatting, I think. But, yeah, we'll wait and see what happens here on the stage. 26 seconds. It is coming up ever so slightly for Bergaudot and Vercher, so it could be quite good here. What are we saying? Yeah, but they force the sprint teams to chase and get a free ride. Yeah, that's true. Send, yeah, a GC rider. Just send someone up here. This Melissa bike, send Campernuts up there. That would be quite funny. Or send Matteo Jurgensen up there. No, I'm kidding. Obviously, you can't send him up there. You could send Simon Yates. He's quite far down. Maybe he needs a bit more fitness in the legs as well. And, yeah, 28 seconds here for the riders. So it is building up ever so slightly. 72.3 kilometers. What were we talking about? We were talking about which teams should be sending someone up here. I think EF Education Easy Post is their team and Bahrain Victorious, but they have Phil Bauhaus. So again, every time we look at an option, it's like, oh wait, they have that sprinter. Ineos Grenadiers, you can make a case for them sending someone up there because Carlos Rodriguez is in 15th right now. So maybe they should have sent Sam Watson up there. Tian Arensman, if he's not feeling too good, the man who was in the Giro Tire. Geraint Thomas, come on, just send him up there again. We saw him in the breakaway yesterday. Yeah, send Yates. Yeah, send Simon Yates. Send Adam Yates. I don't care. Send someone. Don't make it a total affair. So Arensman, he's 55th. So there you have it. It's not quite the most interesting stage break here. So we'll wait and see here. But 71.4 kilometers. It's going to tick by quickly, hopefully. But Intermarché, they are working at the front here. So they're big boys working at the front. Quinn Simmons as well. Yeah. Looks interesting. Thank you, Rhonda, as well. Giving the call to action to everyone to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. 42.7 kilometers an hour here. So it's not the fastest stage. Yesterday we were saying they were up around 48 kilometers an hour here. So that was very good as well. Vera saying, is Ineos Grenadiers doing anything at all? Not really, other than that break that we had yesterday with Geraint Thomas. So Axel Rans was up the pointy end as well. Great to have Eric Brown in the chat. But Total Energy saying, perfect guys, we're honoring the race. It's great to show character like this. Good job. Absolutely. Absolutely. And it's good that they sent two riders, not just one, so they can actually work a bit together. We've seen these kind of suicidal attacks before to kind of pay tribute to various things. Bradley Wiggins, when he was paying tribute to Tom Simpson. And what are we saying here as well? A fan here. Look above, he's been commenting. Okay, I missed that. But 28 seconds here. They're really not giving them a long leash here. They're going 56 kilometers an hour here. So they really are just increasing the tempo here, these two riders. It is a bit of a fast section as well. But yeah, at least they're helping us tick the kilometers quicker by because, yeah, not a lot of action here. If you were going to give it a mark out of 10, you'd probably give it a 0. Yeah, stage excitement, not even the intermediate sprint wasn't that exciting. So 78% of you believe that he is going to be beating Mark Cavendish's record. So yeah, I mean, actually year to year, Cavendish is actually ahead of Tadej Pogačar. He's one stage ahead of him, but of course there is more stages to go of this year's Tour de France, and yeah, we'll see. I don't know if Tadej Pogačar is going to continue until he's like in his late 30s. So if he does, he could put it way past anyone here. But right now, we're seeing beautiful buildings, so we're not even seeing the race. And we know what that means. That means that the organizers know nothing's happening right now. Are we going to get a stage win here? I'm going to try and order a coffee as well. Yeah. We will wait and see what happens here in the stage. But I'm going to try and order a decaf coffee with the Cycling Dane mug as well. Yeah. Will it happen? Don't know. 68.7 kilometers, 31 seconds, 32 seconds. Anything can happen on the stage in the finale. I don't think anything else is going to happen beforehand. And yeah. Come on, guys. In terms of the peloton, they are saying, yeah, you guys are saying as well. I think Intermarché are wasting a lot of energy as well. Obviously, if it's only one or two riders, you're kind of your heavier guys that are being brought in for this kind of role, it's probably fine. But yeah, right now it doesn't seem like the best strategy for the Belgian team to do this. Yeah. 29 seconds here. They're really... Have they just got some kind of grudge against Total Energies? Did they do something to Intermarché? It was Milan who was the one who was a bit rude to Biniam. Did say sorry, but even that was under some scrutiny as well after the stage. But yeah, right now, 29 seconds here. 29 seconds is the gap here. So we'll wait and see what happens on the stage. Is anyone actually going to take up the mantle a bit more here? Yeah, this is a very slow one to say the least. Very, very slow one. But at least chapeau to Bergerot and Verchères to actually do something here. To actually make it a bit interesting and not just let us kind of be in this weird vacuum of just watching the gap between the riders. But there's a lot of fans out, and this is why just throw in a couple of categorized climbs. I'm sure there's categorized climbs around here. There's one cat climb today, one cat climb, that's it. And the organizers really not wanting to have their attention here. You've got the French public. It's on national TV. If you'd thrown in a very exciting stage, yeah. But yeah, whatever, organizers. I don't know what they're thinking about here. Maybe they got paid a lot to get to Brittany. But for the time being, we will wait and see what's going to happen here on the stage. But Intermarché are committing a lot to this. Lidl Trek are only committing, only committing one rider here. Only committing one rider with Quinn Simmons. And I mean, that's the way to do it. So that Quickstep are not committing anyone. So Biniam Girmay's team are riding as if they're the favorite for this sprint, which I don't think they are. As much as we like Bini, I don't think, judging by what we've seen so far, he's the favorite for the sprint. The sprint has a bit of an incline as well. but I don't think that it's gonna happen here. So we'll wait and see here. We'll wait and see. But for the time being, it's looking very interesting here in terms of, yeah, I don't know, the sprint teams. That little Trek won that intermediate sprint with such lack of effort from Milan. Not a lot of effort from him. Actually does say something about the power that he potentially has later on as well. But 65.8 kilometers, the reason why there is no interesting stage, and it is on the Monday, is obviously because the Cateau Juillet is on Monday, and that's what the organizers want to kind of steer the excitement towards. So, yeah, rightly or wrongly, I think wrongly. Yeah. DB Cooper saying Intermarché panicking a little, maybe. What are we saying as well? Scott McMillan, I didn't follow that as well. Yeah, we'll wait and see here. But it's certainly a slow one. And what do you see? Coffee service does work. Look, Cycling Dane Cup. And yeah, thank you, Rhonda, as well, for a little coffee money. Hopefully it's a decaf, or I'm going to be absolutely electric by the time we come to the finish here. So we'll wait and see what happens here on the stage. But yeah, right now it's gonna be a bit of a long wait. But 64.8 kilometers, at least the front riders are trying to do something here. And yeah, I mean, they are just getting the TV time now, Total Energies. So like the DS said, they're honoring the race. And I mean, I feel like the organizers didn't honor the race by producing this stage at all. So 36 seconds here. 36 seconds is the gap. So they have taken it out a bit. They have just taken out the gap a bit as well. Yeah, we'll wait and see. What are we saying here as well? Bini is like the 10th best sprinter in the group. Nah, I don't think that's true. I think he's probably around the top 5 on these pure sprints, and then obviously when it's a bit more of a bit of an incline, he moves a bit higher up, and he is a classics rider as well. Yeah, but coffee time at least. Quinn Simmons at the front here. He's just working quite well. We've got some riders as well updating the schedules. Antonio Toberri, he's going to be at the Tour of Poland later. Giulio Ciccone at Lombardia and the Vuelta a España. But Quinn Simmons, he's working at the front here with his mullet, and we'll see if he is going to be given any more opportunities as well to potentially do something here. Is the Cycling Dane working towards a Quinn Simmons lookalike? I mean, I would need a lot of more facial hair. He can grow a lot more facial hair than I can. One of the lead out men for Brian Coquard, just having a wheel change here. 63.3 kilometers. We should probably get a new poll as well to keep ourselves entertained. Almost 300 of you getting involved in that. So thank you to that for everyone getting involved. But we talked about best sprinter in this year's Tour, maybe. Best sprinter in the Tour this year. I think it's for sure Merlier. But Milan, he is very much going for that green jersey, doing his best. We can't put Philipsen, can we? He's not there anymore, so it could be other as well. Pascal Ackermann looking quite good as well. And we'll wait and see here. Merlier and Milan, certainly the two big boys. Big power from them. And we'll see what they can do here. We know the Marcel Kittel as well. They were interviewing him at the start of the stage. Marcel Kittel. I think Marcel Kittel is my favorite sprinter of all time. I think. We met him in person as well a few years ago. And he's such a nice guy. Absolutely a delightful, nice guy in person, Marcel Kittel. I think is one of the best sprinters I've seen. Like, obviously Cavendish is electric as well, but Marcel Kittel is the only guy who cracked Mark Cavendish when he really kicked for it. And even Cavendish said that as well. Carousel Vertigo saying that the best sprinter crashed out, so Jasper Philipsen. I'm not sure if Philipsen is the best sprinter anymore. He's a very good sprinter, but definitely top 3. But I don't know if he's better than Merlier, his former teammate as well. We could try and get a head-to-head between Jasper Philipsen and Merlier. But Santiago Buitrago, we're seeing him here. What is he going to be able to do now that he's 17 minutes and 19 seconds down? Obviously, it's a long race. He could think get some of that back. Who knows? And he did finish 10th last year in the Tour de France. A great result for him. But I think a 10th place is probably going to be out of it for him. What are we saying as well? DB Cooper's favorites of all time, Robbie McEwen or Cheapo. Cheapo being named a lot as well. Groenewegen, Albanese, Girmay, Philipsen, but he's out. Yeah, there are a lot of second-tier sprinters as well in this race. You've even got Brian Kokar up there, a man who got denied by Arnaud Demar as well, Arnaud Delis, but I don't know if Arnaud Delis is feeling so good after I think he was involved in the crash. 60.9 kilometers still to go here. 60.9 kilometers to go. Yeah, Matthias Lebeur, I think they were around his area last year. And yeah, for the time being, it's 52 seconds now with 60 kilometers to go. So is this enough for the breakaway? Of course not. I think they need, at this rate, 7 minutes if they're going to be able to do something here. Jasper Philipsen is also out, as we know, from that crash with a fractured collarbone, fractured ribs. Absolutely crazy, to be honest, what he felt there. And such a waste when it was an intermediate sprint. It wasn't even a sprint. It was an intermediate sprint. But yeah, is what it is right now. Joao Almeida, we'll see what he can do here. He's currently second in the points for this year, according to Pro Cycling Stats. The season one, so it's a 1-2 for UAE. Mats Pedersen third in terms of those points. Mathieu van der Poel fourth. Isaac Del Toro fifth. So UAE have 3 of the top 5. Tom Pidcock in 6th. Pidcock is in 6th. I guess that's from the Al Ula Tour win. That definitely contributed to it. So we'll wait and see here. What are we saying as well? Caleb Ewan, pretty great sprinter. Yeah, it's a shame that he retired. He probably could have had at least 2-3 years more. Yeah, he even won 2 stages this year. I don't really understand why he retired. Maybe it was more just mental fatigue over being a rider as well. The sacrifices that they have to go through here. But 52 seconds here, 59.4 kilometers still to go here. Yeah, we will wait and see what's going to happen here. We'll wait and see. Are we going to see a stage win from Jonathan Milan? Is it? Oh, you guys are going for Milan as the best sprinter. Oh, I did not see that coming. Eric Brown, numb hands makes it difficult to stay active in the chat. Not sure what that is about. Chris saying, would say did Sagan win? Sagan, not one of the more prolific sprint winners. I mean, he has the all-time record for green jerseys, as we know. He was always up there, and yeah, a very strong rider, as we know. Absolutely one of the greatest who ever did it. Yeah, we could go for that favorite sprinter of all time for you guys. But right now it's Intermarché really just pulling this along for whatever reason, expending bullets. Only Quinn Simmons thrown up there for Lidl Trek. No one working for Sodal Quickstep. No one working for any of the other sprinting teams. So Intermarché are really taking this up on their own responsibility, putting this on their shoulders. But I mean, guys, this is waste. They shouldn't be doing this. There's a yellow jersey. There's a green jersey team as well. They are neither of those teams. They're not even the favorite to take the stage win. So I think Intermarché shouldn't be doing this, if I'm honest. I think they should just be working for, nothing. I think they should be conserving their energy, if I'm honest. But I'm not their sports director. I'm not their team manager. We've seen various different tactics from teams that we didn't really agree with here in the chat. But yeah, it's their team, so they can do what they want. So we'll wait and see if it works out for them. But yeah. Favorite for this year's Tour de France in the sprints, Jonathan Milan. Jonathan Milan has never left the Grand Tour without a points classification. I think that's quite an interesting fact as well. Great to have Zara here as well. How I missed something, just joined. No, you missed absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. Just, and yeah. What are we saying as well? Horse lips, if I'm honest. Bingo, card, punch. Yeah, we could do a bingo download as well that everyone can download and tick off. That would be quite funny. But 46 seconds to go here, or 56 seconds. They build up now, Merlier and the other rider. And anything can happen here on the stage. Oh, I said it there again, but who is it going to be? Eric Brown, maybe Sagan will take the route of Valverde and become a prolific gravel rider. Yeah, Sagan, you kind of felt that Sagan probably had a few more years as well. Such a good rider. Absolutely incredible. But yeah, the first time I saw Peter Sagan on a race, like on the screen, was the Tour de Suisse, where he absolutely just bullied Damiano Cunego, hunted him down on the descent, and then sprinted past him. Absolute monster on the bike. It's up to a minute now. The gap, a minute now, 56.5 kilometers. They're rolling through quite quickly now, so I think it will be a bit of a quicker one towards the finish now. So we will see if this is going to be a bit more interesting. That final 5 kilometers is certainly going to be very interesting, but we're seeing Tim Merlier, the European champion, just being guided here by his teammates. Split team by Sudal Quickstep. Have taken a stage each, so Merlier and Remco Evenepoel. So, I mean, the tactics kind of paid off here for them because they only got one stage win last year. Obviously, they got the white jersey and a third place, but maybe they wanted a few more stages. But Tim Merlier doing a great job with his team to get that stage win. Beating Merlier. So the average is going up as well here. Carousel Vertigo is saying. So we'll wait and see if that actually just helps us get there a bit quicker. But for the time being, 58 seconds, it's coming down a bit. Uno X, we're a bit annoyed about them. We're a bit annoyed about Israel Prematech and all these other teams that haven't sent a rider up there. Send Joe Blackmore up there. Send Tudor Pro Cycling, send a rider up there. Send Julian Philippe up there, for goodness sake. Get the French excited about something, but they haven't done anything like that. Julian Philippe's, yeah, and we will have to wait and see what happens here on this stage. But great to have such an active chat, as we haven't got a very active stage, so at least that is helping us all. Yeah, we might get another poll as well when we reach 100 votes. 40% of you think it is Jonathan Milan is the best sprinter here, so yeah, fair play. I think it is. I think it's Tim Merlier, but yeah, we will see if you guys get it right today. DB Cooper saying as well, Peter Sagan's Tour of well, he won Tour of Flanders, but Tour of California wins was so much fun. Oh, the one, yeah, he only won one, obviously, winning the GC. That was epic. I actually stayed up for that, to watch that. Peter Sagan winning that. That was absolutely incredible. That last stage, was it into Santa Monica or something? I don't well, you guys can correct me, but that he had a very good battle because he was against Julian Philippe, and Mark Cavendish came to the aid of Julian Philippe because there was bonus seconds available, but in the end he did manage to get it. It was absolutely mythical riding. I thought that was very, very entertaining. Tour of California, what a shame. Bring back the Tour of California, I say. But yeah, 54.3 kilometers still to go here, 49 seconds. So it's coming down ever so slightly. Intermarché, they are just eroding the lead of the two riders from Total Energies. And we'll see. White jerseys in the field as well here. of France. But yeah, guys, this hasn't been the electric affair that we were kind of hoping. Tomorrow, maybe we start a bit later if the peloton are going to do something like this towards us. The intermediate sprint comes very early tomorrow as well. But right now we're seeing Intermarché just lining up with their riders. They've got Georg Zimmermann in there, the German national champion as well. But yeah, okay, let's do all time. We'll do all time best sprinter for you guys. All time favorite sprinter. There you go. Marcel Kittel. I'm going to put him in there. Mark Cavendish, obviously. Mario Cipollini. And we'll put an other in there as well. So that could be Robbie McEwen, whoever. But yeah, so you've got a big selection. So if Tyler Farrar is your favorite rider, then obviously you click other. But 53.2 kilometers, 49 seconds. And right now it's getting ever closer to the finale here, where we are going to get a very, very exciting one, to say the least. But right now we're seeing Jaco Aula with Maro Schmidt here, the Swiss national champion, wearing the Bidons bag here for them. And we'll see if he can do anything. Didn't he come down in a crash? He's a double Swiss champion as well, beating out Stefan Biesinger for the national championships, winning the road one. Very strong rider. Really came to the forefront of everyone's cycling consciousness when he won that stage in the Giro d'Italia a few years ago. Interesting that EF Education Easy Post was drinking a Coca-Cola. I don't think Coca-Cola is sponsoring the tour anymore, so Coca-Cola just getting a bit of free publicity there. But 52.4 kilometers still to go here on the stage. Yeah, 51 seconds. Is it going to be an interesting one? Is it going to be a fascinating one? Hopefully. I mean, last time we complained over this flat stage, we got Jasper Philipsen crashing, so maybe we shouldn't hope for too much excitement. Many of you voting for Mark Cavendish as your favorite. Yeah, of course, he is the all-time greatest sprinter, you would say. You could throw Marcel Kittel. Who else can we kind of throw in that bracket as well? Alexander Kristoff, a very strong rider as well. Eric Brown, who is the sprinter who's recently rode for Uno X? Name escapes me. Alexander Kristoff? Maybe. 51.7 kilometers still to go here. 50 seconds. Did Peter Scan cheat on his wife or the other way around? I have no idea. But I think, didn't he get a divorce? Probably quite a costly divorce, unfortunately, for him. But we'll wait and see. Yeah, as you guys said as well, Cali is in Colombia, as Patrick D says. Are we saying California? But 51.4 kilometers. They are going a bit faster, I think, now. So they're trying to relieve us from the lack of action here. Guys, give us something. Someone counterattack. Yeah. I think we need to create our own entertainment here, and I think we are. We're doing our chat about who's the greatest sprinter of all time, your favorite sprinter. Most of you going for Mark Cavendish. I thought the Cavendish probably would have been a bit more skewed towards him, maybe would be in the 70s, but we're in the 40s here. But Matteo Bergodeau and Matteo Vacher, Macho Bergodeau and Matteo Vacher, they are the ones pedaling out towards the front here. The two riders, they've got a procession, a load of motorbikes after him as well. But after them, Space is saying Pataki. Obviously, Pataki was a very strong rider as well. Cipollini, all-time Giro d'Italia record holder. I don't think Tad Pogacar is going to be beating that one. When he beat Alfredo Binda many years ago as well. Alfredo Binda's record. So that was a big moment in his career. 50.6 kilometers. Yeah. Geraint Thomas here, we're seeing him, the 2018 Tour de France winner. Breakaway rider yesterday. What can he do here in his final Tour de France? Yeah, this is looking like maybe we won't see a victory from him in his final season, but obviously he's had a Very impressive career. So many race wins to his palmarès. Gold medalist as well in the Olympics. Never wore, I don't think he ever wore a rainbow. Definitely not on the road. But a real incredible rider for British cycling and Welsh cycling as well. 50 kilometers to go here. 40 seconds now. So it's come down quite a chunk here for the riders. And right now, Intermarché still working at the front here with Quinn Simmons, the only rider really doing anything. Little Trek, they're just taking a rider up towards the front here, so they are just working as well. Are they going to be doing anything here? Are they going to be doing anything, Little Trek? We expect yes. But for the time being, Ineos Grenadiers up towards the front. They have no sprint, so maybe they would have wanted to bring Caleb Ewan here. But I also saw reports that Caleb Ewan was snubbed for the Giro team or something like that. There was one of the reasons for his retirement, but still, such a good rider. If you can win 2 stages in this season, I think you're good enough to still be a pro, but who knows what he's going to do next. He was actually in Lille. He was actually there for the opening of the Tour de France as well on the team presentation. Yeah, why is Intermarché working so hard? Good question. Good question. I think it's not the most sensible move for them to actually keep this. Yeah, I think they should try and get UAE. I haven't seen UAE at the front at all. They've got the yellow jersey. Obviously, there's no threat from these two Total Energies riders, unfortunately. Vera saying Geraint Thomas is the oldest rider, 39 years old, in the Tour de France. I would have loved to have seen Jakob Fuglsang get one last Tour de France, but he, retired from Israel Premier Tech at the Tour de France, but he is going to the Tour of Denmark to be part of the national team, so not quite retired. He's still doing the Tour of Denmark. Yeah, we're getting a lot of ice as well for the riders. Oh no, wet bags. It's not ice, it's probably ice bags, so it's not completely going straight on the skin. But the two riders out in front soaking up the TV time here on a Saturday on a flat stage. What were the organisers thinking when they were doing this? I don't think they were thinking, to be honest. But for the time being, 48 kilometers still to go here for the riders. They're going very well. Chapeau to the riders out in front to actually give us something to talk about. Imagine if they didn't do that move. Nobody would be doing anything. Great to have Rob here as well, one of our channel members. A lot of our channel members in today. Vera, Sarah as well. Yeah, great to have you all here. So, yeah, I think Rhonda, channel member. Yeah, Rhonda, channel member as well. I promised you a competition as well, so that'll come out on the rest day. Our first competition of this year's Tour de France. 47.7 kilometers, 37 seconds still to go here for the breakaway if they're gonna, for the bunch if they're gonna catch the breakaway. So we'll wait and see if they're gonna be able to do this here. We're gonna get into that final run-in. That is what we're all here for, to see that final challenging run-in. We might as well see it once more because the riders are not really giving us too much to talk about here. So you can see it, the tricky bend, at 5 kilometers, you got that roundabout, always a very dangerous part for any teams. Then you've got something, I don't know what, there's a exclamation mark, and then we've got after 4 kilometers that very soft bend, and then we got the 180 degree roundabout for them to tackle, another roundabout and another roundabout as well after 2 kilometers. So 2 roundabouts and then a very smooth run-in with a bit of veering off as well. So yeah, we will wait and see what happens here, but I think it's going to be potentially quite a dangerous sprint, and we could see some teams and riders getting caught out. We have seen crashes on these sprint stages already in the Tour de France, the one that Jordi Mayos got caught up in, so I think that could maybe be happening again. I think it was on a live stream, one of the crashes happened and the person was staying there. Yeah, officials were hoping, crash, Marc Soler crashes. How on this almost rest day do you crash? But Marc Soler crashes, so the UAE bad luck continues. It comes in 3 normally, so I think UAE have one more crash to come. About 40 seconds, but Marc Soler here, the former Total Amanea winner, former stage winner in the Vuelta a España. Yeah, former Movistar rider as we know as well. Bad luck there, change of bike there, and he's back on the road here. And yeah, what happened there? Bit of excitement there. 46 kilometers still to go here at the stage. 37 seconds for the breakaway still. If they're going to be able to keep this all the way to the finish, I don't think so. I don't think any of us are thinking this as well. Picnic personnel just helping one of the Lotto riders. Drafting a bit. We haven't seen the organizers punishing drafting behind cars, so that's good to see. I mean, it's part of the sport now. I think it's only really when it's the nibbly kind of drafting, or the nibbly sticky bottle kind of thing, that should get punished. But I mean, coming back from a crash mechanical, I think it's fine. I think it's fine. It doesn't really give them that huge of an advantage here, but 38 seconds, 45.5 kilometers. We're seeing Marc Soler just making his way through the team cars as well, getting very close to the team or the other riders or the team cars. And the stage has been quite fast as well today, so that's good. That means our sprint analysis is going to come out a bit sooner on the recap race analysis. There will be no Ewan, no Patrick either. It'll just be myself. But at least we can break down the sprint frame by frame. Marc Soler, very interesting rider, as we've spoken about. We were a bit critical whether he was going to be in the team, but I don't know who else you would put in. I was kind of gunning for Brendan McNulty, put him in instead, but they've selected Marc Soler, and he's done it. He's been at the front a number of times as well. Even Rafa Majka, you seeing him in the Tour of Austria, how strong he is. Yeah, but I think Brendan McNulty would have been maybe a more interesting rider. But we'll wait and see. What are you saying? Hi all, have I missed much? No, not really in truth. You have missed an intermediate sprint where we saw a very slow sprint by Jonathan Milan, not too much power exerted or committed to that, and then Tim Merlier finishing in second place in that sprint. But right now, 44.5 kilometers, we're getting into the more business end of the race now. So it should be quite a fast one towards the finish now. 37 seconds. I think they are going to get caught quite quickly now. We just need to see one sprint team really just accelerate on the front. And then I think we are going to get these Total Energies riders absolutely done. They're not going to be able to stay up here for much longer, if we're honest. Great to have Bruce back in the chat as well. Thanks for the commentary. It's still way better than Peacock. I've never seen Peacock. I don't even know who is on. Who's the commentators for that? What are we saying as well? Rhonda only took a year to figure out how to become a channel member. Finally smartened up and went through the webpage to the site. If you're not a member yet of the Cycling Dane, it's a good deal with special content. Yeah, that's true. There is a few special videos for channel members, but we will have the competition as well. That's also one of the features. So we'll have two competition, one for subscribers, one for channel members coming up. So 43.8 kilometers still to go here. 32 seconds here. Are we going to see Marc Soler get back into the cars? I think yes. Or the bunch here. Yeah, as Patrick D says as well, chapeau to Almeida for not DNFing yesterday. Yeah, Almeida is such a strong rider, as we know. Absolutely incredible rider, the Portuguese rider. And a friend of the channel, has been on 2 interviews here on the channel. So Quinn Simmons here, he's just the only Little Trek rider. We did see them commit another rider as well. But yeah, it looks like Little Trek are very much keeping their resources for that last bit here. Do you agree with Intermarché's tactic now? There we go. Intermarché are pulling at the front. So yeah, we'll see if yeah. Do you think that is a good idea? Committing so much resource at the front here. Yeah, I'm not thinking, yeah, no. But Ricky is saying as well, Scott, Ewan had the Kung song. How's your singing voice? No, we're not going to go there. I'm not singing anything. I don't want to deafen everyone here. But right now, we'll wait and see what happens here on the stage. It is picking up a bit as well. Yeah, this is getting very interesting now. Matteo Bogado, Mathieu Vacher, these two riders Both have been at the Tour de France before. And yeah, right now it's looking very interesting here for the sprint teams. They've definitely got easy work here. There's not really any threat in the breakaway. There's no big TT riders. They haven't got a big, huge gap here. So it's kind of just, yeah, they can decide completely what they want to do here. So we'll wait and see here. Is Almeida able to stay with the main peloton? Yeah, he is in there. So we'll wait and see here. Yeah. What were we saying? Intermarché strategy. Yes, for the views. Not really for the race. I mean, yeah. So we're all reminded to go to our nearest Intermarché. I mean, I think I have an Intermarché 3 minutes away. But it hasn't really worked on me because I never really go to that supermarket. 41.9 kilometers still to go here of the stage. And yeah, 29 seconds still. Yeah, Movistar, they're just taking control of the right-hand side of the road. They're just trying to do something here as well. 31 seconds here. They are starting to lose chunks here. So the peloton are really just revving up the engines now. They're revving up their riders. We're going to see, yeah, we're seeing a number of riders just pushing on a lot here. Yeah, I think this is going to, yeah, they might not see 30 kilometers to go this breakaway now. I think it is going to be, yeah, I think this is going to be caught very soon here, despite having 30 seconds. But if they do actually come from behind, then they're absolutely going to be blasted away by the fresher sprinters teams that haven't really committed anything. I think we are going to get some of the bigger boys come to the front here, the classics riders. So we'll wait and see here. But Matteo Vercher and Macho Bogador, they're doing their best here to keep their day alive for as long as possible here, and who knows who's going to get the competitivity award here. It's going to go to Total Energies, but which one? So we'll wait and see who gets that. Yeah, it's certainly an interesting race for sure, with other things in mind, not this stage here. This stage has been a bit of a snooze fest. Oh, horse lips, that's harsh. Very harsh to Phil Liggett. Who's my favorite commentator? I think the Danish commentators are great. I love the old Danish guard from TV2. And Rob Hatch is also really good as well. I think Rob Hatch is a very good commentator. So, yeah, that's kind of my personal favorites. I hear Belgian commentators are fairly good as well. But, yeah, it's almost a crime if they weren't good. 40 kilometers to go now. 38 seconds. So they have increased it a bit here. So they are making it a bit interesting here for sure. Are we potentially going to see a stage win from Total Energies? I mean, probably not. But yeah, if you're new here as well, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button. We've got many more streams to come. We are going to do the Cateau Juillet as well, so that one will be fascinating to see. Very hard stage to say the least, but the riders out in front doing 52 kilometers an hour here, 52, 51. So they are pulling this along a lot. They are doing a very good job here to just keep this alive for themselves. So we'll wait and see what happens here. Are they going to be able to do something here? Arnaud Delis, who still hasn't taken a stage win at the Tour de France. He is just doing everything he can to, yeah, we'll see if he can get involved in the sprint as well. Thought he was going to get a stage win last year, to be honest. But right now, yeah, not really happening. Wait, 3 hours into this race as well, apparently. And 39 kilometers left. That's all that we got left of the race here. 39 kilometers left here. So 42 seconds for them. Arnaud Delis just getting back into this as well. Flat tire. But Arnaud Delis, can he win the stage here? Can he win the stage? We'll wait and see. We'll absolutely wait and see if he can do something here. But 43 seconds here. It's coming up here, the lead. It's absolutely coming up here for the riders. So we'll wait and see if they're going to be able to do something here. The Total Energies riders, where are they going to get caught here? Is it going to be before 30, before 20? Or are they going to make it into the last few kilometers here? That would be absolutely incredible if they do that. But for the time being, we'll wait and see if Arnaud Delis can actually be in the mix here. Many of you, as we said in the earlier poll, say that John Milan is actually the best rider. So, I mean, yeah, actually it's quite close to poll. So not all of you disagreeing with Intermarché's tactics. uh, burning a lot of bullets at the front. Obviously, they're not burning the lead out men, but well, maybe. But last year we saw, despite Biniam Girmay winning 3 stages, there was a lot of times where his lead out guys did lose him, and we have seen a few mishaps, if you will, for a few of the stages this year. In the Tour, the Boucle de Mayenne, there were certainly a few stages there that I think he would have won. I really think Biniam Girmay would have taken maybe 2 stages if the team had been a bit more organised and taken it back here. But we will wait and see what happens here. About 40 seconds now. 40 seconds is the breakaway here. We're seeing Valti Madouas' birthday boy as well, as you guys said earlier. So we'll wait and see. It certainly is going to be an interesting one. JX saying, I have a bias for Bob Roll. I used to like his YouTube channel a lot. I don't think he does it anymore, unfortunately. I used to give a ride back to Pleasant Hill from the Oakland Airport twilights. A nice guy. Oh, that's nice to hear. So 42 seconds here. 42 seconds. We'll wait and see what happens here on the stage. Pogačar and Van der Poel will contest it with Biniam Girmay. If that happened, that would be quite interesting. But Tadej Pogačar, is he going to be up there in the sprint just for positioning and keeping out of trouble? I think any GC rider could get caught out as well in these kind of tricky corners. We've said it already. When we look at that stage finish that we've got, there's a lot of road furniture. There's a lot of riders, or a lot of opportunity for teams battling for the same piece of tarmac to get caught out there a bit. So it is a bit of a worrying finish, I have to say. Let's hope all the riders stay safe for sure. But yeah, it's certainly going to be a nervous one, I think, for the sprinters teams, for the GC teams. And maybe that's why they were taking a bit easy as well. They just wanted to keep it calm potentially. But we will wait and see if anything is going to happen. It could be a good finish, this. I think the finish could repay our patience here. And for the time being, Movistar on the right-hand side of the road. We've got Jayco Ayula. They're really getting organised. The team's now Intermarché are not there anymore. So we can take them away from the shaming or whatever we were doing. 36.4 kilometers, 38 seconds. That's all we got here for the breakaway. So it has come down a bit. But new pole. What could the new pole be? Because we've kind of gone away with that. Who will win the stage? We kind of did that earlier, but maybe your mind has changed after what we saw. Who will win the stage? Will it be Milan? Will it be Merlier? We'll put Bini in there because they've committed a lot to this. And then we can put other as well. So, we'll wait and see here. But UAE Team Emirates having an armchair ride today in the yellow jersey after Pogačar returned to that jersey. So they're certainly not too bothered about this. An easy day for them. And, good for them. Good for UAE. I mean, Marc Soler is still crashing, so a bit unlucky there. 35.6 kilometers to go here. We're getting ever closer to that final 5 kilometers. That is going to be absolutely blistering as well. We have got plenty of riders as well having birthdays through this year's Tour de France as well. So we'll wait and see. And Cofidis is coming to the front here. The peloton look like they're picking up speed now. Cofidis desperately want to win here. Had that long run that they ended in 2023. But shout out to our sponsor as well, VeloProRacer.com. Road racing. Why can I not say road racing properly? Road racing simulator app, and a British one, very new. And the link is in the chat. They're sponsoring the streams, and help them out as well because they're helping us out. But 18 seconds here for Matteo Bogador, Matteo Vercher. They're just still up towards the front. Who's going to get the combativity award as well? We got that Cap 4 coming up as well, so that is one of the interesting points. happening for the riders. So we'll wait and see what's going to happen here on the stage. There's a lot of things that could happen in the sprint, but we have got that catch ride climb. Is it going to do anything to the chase as well? It's not too close. If it was a bit closer, that would have been a bit more funny. But yeah, we have of course seen last few kilometer climbs, or like in the last 20 kilometers, 15 kilometers, actually catch riders and teams out as well. So 34.5 kilometers still to go here of the stage. We've got that intermediate sprint coming up in about 18 kilometers time. So 18 kilometers, that'll go by very quick at the speed that they're really just doing something here. Unfortunately, the breakaway is about to get caught here. The breakaway is about to get caught, unfortunately. So that day for TotalEnergies is, yeah, it's going to be over, but at least they did something. Not a lot of other riders did anything here in this stage. So at least they kept us a bit entertained. They gave us something to talk about here. But 34 kilometers to go here. They still have 12 seconds, so it's not over. It's not over. We're 400 people in the chat. Smash the like button as well if you haven't already. And become a zombie by, well, zombie on the screen with your name if you haven't subscribed already. Plenty of you have already. And yeah, thank you for that. But 7 seconds here for those two breakaway riders. They are almost being swept up here. Almost being swept up here. So anything can still happen on this stage. We'll wait and see if they are going to be winning. Are they going to be winning the stage here today? The breakaway, for sure not. 7 seconds. It's going to be evaporated in a few kilometers. We did say that maybe they weren't going to make it to 30 kilometers to go, and it looks like that is the case. So yeah, it's unfortunate, but yeah, it looks like it's not going to be the case here. 9 seconds to go here. 9 seconds between these two. We'll wait and see if this gonna happen. 11 seconds. It's kind of going up and down a bit, up and down here. So we'll wait and see if we can potentially get a stage win here from. I mean, if Bini could win a stage, that would be incredible. It would be his 4th stage win. What are we saying here? Joseph saying would love to hear Sagan do colorful commentary. Yeah, I don't know if I think his words are more on the bike. Yeah, I think so. The peloton is like a shark. It's chomping away. I think that's good. A pretty good analogy. 32 kilometers to go here. 19 seconds. So they've not quite brought them back here. They can see them, but they haven't quite pounced at them. So we are still waiting for this as well. We're almost 500 people in the chat. Smash the like button as well if you haven't already. We're close to 200 likes here. So almost 200. So very good, everyone. But for the time being, you guys are still saying Biniam Girmay for that stage win. There is a bit of an incline. We didn't talk about that earlier when we talked about the stage profile. I'll try and see if I can get that as well on screen. But there is a bit of an incline here. It's not a complete flat finish here. So yeah, it's not a complete flat into Laval. There is a bit of incline in that last, well, what, 1.7 kilometers. So maybe that does favor Bini a bit more than some of the bigger riders, but it's not too much here. It's not too much, to say the least. It might not be enough to trouble the riders. So we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see. But for the time being, 32.1 kilometers, 32 exactly, 23 seconds. So it's increased a bit more. So it was 7 seconds. And then, yeah, oh well, very close here. But 25 seconds here, 25 seconds. And it's looking very interesting here. It's looking very interesting, but for the time being, yeah, 25 seconds now. So they've just let the breakaway have a bit more time there. So yeah, very good for the breakaway. But you can see it here. This is the profile for the last 5 kilometers, and then we can put the profile next to it as well. So you can see absolutely how hard this is actually going to be. They have that after the 2 kilometer. They have a bit of a rise. They have a bit of undulation as well. Not much, but a bit. So that is potentially going to catch some teams out as well. So we'll wait and see, but it's certainly going to be a bit of a tricky finish for the riders. So all this boring part of the stage will actually be for something with that very technical sprint coming up. So we'll wait and see here. We'll wait and see. But 30 seconds now, 31.4 kilometers. The breakaway not just catching this. So they're just letting it go ever so slightly here. Ever so slightly letting the brake have just a bit more here. So we'll wait and see here. We'll wait and see. But 43.9 kilometers, not the fastest stage. And yeah. Are we going to get a stage win here from Biniam Girmay, from Milan, from Merlier? You guys think it's going to be a sprint stage or win for Biniam Girmay? That would be his first stage win since last year as well. So it's been a bit of a drought for him, unfortunately. And we'll wait and see what he can do here in the stage. Intermarché want that one stage win. They want to try and get the green jersey back as well if they can. They brought a very strong team focused around Biniam Girmay, but they do have other cards to play as well in terms of breakaways. Lawrence Rex is in there. Ugo Page, very good sprinter. So, yeah, but the two riders out in front, they're absolutely motoring it here at 56 kilometers an hour. Bit of a descent here. We'll see who they decide to take that 1 point as well. There is that 1 point coming up in the climbers jersey, but we still have a bit of time for that to go. 16 kilometers, so it'll come quickly with the speed these two are going at it. So yeah, they're doing very well here. They're doing very well here right now. So we'll wait and see. But less than 30 kilometers to go here of the stage. This is the pointy end, the interesting part. And is that Cat 4 going to potentially just throw a spanner in some of the team's work? 900 meters at 3.9%. I don't think that's going to do too much, if I'm honest. Yeah, if it was one of the Cat 3s that we had yesterday, that would maybe be a bit more fascinating. Cat 3 at like 2 kilometers at 7%. Yeah, well, I mean, that's the Murder or Murder Britannia. So the Murder Britannia, if you could get that, that would have been very interesting. But right now, it's looking very interesting now with 30 seconds. The breakaway looked like they're probably going to get that intermediate, well, that Cat 4 sprint point. Cat 4 point, but obviously we'll wait and see here. 30 seconds here. 30 seconds. 175 likes. We're only 25 away from 200, so smash that like button as well. It's completely free, maybe. I don't know if it charges you. No, I'm kidding. But Tudor Pro Cycling's moving up towards the front here. Sudal Quickstep as well with Remco Evenepoel. Cofidis up here towards the front. So is Jaco Alula with Luke Durbridge. Geraint Thomas also up here at the front here. He's got Sam Watson on his wheel. Ineos Grenadier is looking quite interested here as well to stay out of harm's way. Santiago Butrago, no, Rob Stannard here. Rob Stannard, bike issues potentially, a flat here. Cameraman just zooming in on his back wheel here. Yeah, 33 seconds still, 28.9 kilometers still to go here of the stage. Yeah, we will wait and see. So most times a rider started with the same bib in race history. Lance Armstrong, 6 times with the number 1. There you go. There you go. George Hincapie also wearing the number 5 times. So Sylvain Dillier has won the number 102 5 times as well. So that's quite funny. 38 seconds here. 38 seconds. We're seeing Minister of Interior. He's in the car with Christian Prudhomme today. 28.4 kilometers to go. 38 seconds. It's come out a lot now. It was 7 seconds, and now it's absolutely back now. It's absolutely back to an advantage they had before. So good riding by the Total Energies riders, just not giving up and absolutely just continuing the pace there. So that was good to see. What is Rob saying? What about Sepp Kuss, Durango, Colorado? Oh, I missed this. I missed the conversation. And we'll wait and see what happens here. But anything can happen on the sprint. I literally mean anything. There could be a crash. We've seen crashes already in this year's Tour de France quite a lot. So maybe. But 36 seconds here. It's coming down. It's going up and down. A bit of a yo-yo. And we'll see who's going to come out on top here. Tudor Pro Cycling obviously working for Alberto Dainese here today. So Alberto Dainese is their chief card. And we'll wait and see what's going to happen here. But 37 seconds, I mean, right now it's looking like, yeah, they probably are going to get that Cat 4 climb, I think, that solitary point. But yeah, the sprint team's not too hasty about this. Thank you, Rhonda, as well, for the kind message where we're saying last 100 to join the feed. Please smash the like button. Yeah, that's a good idea. But yeah, right now we're seeing who's this? Jordi Mayo. So of course we was bleeding after that last one we had. So yeah, we will wait and see. Jordi Mayos, what is he gonna do here? Red Bull Bora Hansgrohe desperately want to try and get something out of this as well. So are they gonna get maybe a stage win here today? Not the kind of opening that they would have wanted for Lipovic and Primoz Roglic. So yeah, 27 kilometers to go here, 36 seconds. We will wait and see. Yeah, apparently float bikes are putting the race out on YouTube. Holy moly. That's quite impressive, because you pay a lot for the footage. A lot. It's crazy the amount of footage it costs, because it's the biggest bike race in the world. I don't know how much they pay, but I know for sure they're going to be paying a lot. But yeah, it's looking very good here for the breakaway now. They got themselves a bit of a buffer, and maybe they can get a bit of a sneaky advantage here as well. But we'll wait and see here. But flow bikes, yeah, putting out the race, that's pretty funny. Yeah. 38 seconds here, 38 seconds as well, 26.3 kilometers to go here of the stage. Anything can happen here on the stage in the sprint. It's a very formidable sprint, to say the least, but are we going to get any big trouble for the riders? That remains to be seen here. I think there's probably going to be someone who's going to slip up a bit. Unfortunately, we just know that is how it is in these kind of things. But for the time being, it's looking very good here. So who's going to be winning this stage as well? And yeah, it's looking very good here. 25.8 kilometers to go here, 45 seconds. And yeah, 45 seconds is a long... Like, now they're playing a bit with fire here, the sprint teams, I think. But yeah, crazy. 24.5 kilometers here, 25.4 kilometers, 47 seconds. And yeah, we'll wait and see. But are we going to get a stage win from Tim Merlier, John to Milan, or is it going to be the breakaway now? The breakaway have 25 kilometers to go. 25 kilometers to go here. Yeah, 25 kilometers is not a long way here. 25 kilometers. So, yeah, they are just distancing each other as well. Mathieu Bergado and Matteo Vercher, they have an opportunity to potentially do something here. Are they going to do it? I don't know. 50 seconds here. 50 seconds. It is just growing out ever so slightly here. So it's not completely over now. It's certainly a bit more interesting now for the riders. In the break, the two riders. Potentially they could sneak an absolutely incredible one here, but I don't think that's going to happen. But I think they are going to take that 1 point here. Yeah, this is looking quite fascinating right now. But 24.3 kilometers here, 50 seconds now, 50 seconds. And this could maybe be an interesting one, to say the least, for the sprint teams. It's going to be a very, very nervous bunch here coming into that final 5 kilometers. They will all know about this, the road handbook, etc., etc. But yeah, 53 seconds here. They are doing a very, very interesting gamble here with the stage. 52 seconds. I mean, breakaway versus peloton, almost. We put that. Obviously, they have that. They're going to throw it, like, increase the pace very, very quickly. But, yeah, right now, the breakaway are in a great position. Will the break stay away? Let's just say yes or no. Yeah, 53 seconds still. Will the break stay away? I'm going to vote yes on this one, just to be optimistic. But Tudor Pro Cycling up there. Soudal Quickstep, Visma Lease Bike also up there with Jonas Vingegaard, just to kind of keep him out of trouble here on these kind of narrow roads. We're 1 like away as well from 200, so if you haven't already, smash the like button. But yeah, it's fascinating, isn't it, what's going to happen here in that 5 kilometers to go. I think we are going to see some teams caught out. There is that 180-degree bend. We're coming around quite tight corner here for many of the riders here. 23.3 kilometers. It is starting to increase ever so slightly here. And we'll wait and see if they are actually going to do something here on this flat stage. Who's going to be able to do something here? Is Bini going to get caught out? Is Jasper Philipsen? Oh, no, he's not here. John to Milan, Tim Merlier, are they going to get caught out? Is Dylan Groenewegen just going to appear at the right moment to win the stage? Jordi Mayo, can he win here? Pascal Ackermann would desperately want to win here. He took a win. He beat Biniam Girmay earlier this year as well in Dunkirk. So, yeah, it's a fascinating one. 57 seconds here. 57 seconds now. And are we going to get a win here from potentially some of those fastest men? Or is it going to be a complete shock of who wins? 56 seconds here. 56 seconds. Who's it going to be here? Who is going to win that? But yeah, they're doing a very good job here. Okay, 73% of you have said no, it's not going to be them winning. But yeah, it is interesting. I think they are going to be up there towards the front. Yeah. We will wait and see. Yeah, it's looking very interesting here, to say the least, with that 5 kilometers. That is the kind of the nugget, what we've been waiting for. That's our little gift from the race, that bit of high octane excitement. But yeah, 22 kilometers to go here, 55 seconds. I mean, the lead is fairly stable right now, so they're doing an absolutely great ride. These two are very good 2 up here, team time trial. But yeah, we're seeing a very beautiful viaduct as well, the Le Viaduct de la Mayenne. So yeah, that's very pretty. There's a lot of architecture going on here as well. But right now we're seeing Tudor Pro Cycling. On the right hand side, we've got yeah, Jonas Vingegaard and Remco Evenepoel almost riding side on side. Where is the yellow jersey? I can't see Tadej Pogačar, so he's not quite up there towards the front here. But 21.7 kilometers here. They're absolutely motoring it at the front. Well, not really. 41 kilometers an hour, but it is a bit of an incline, so they are doing something here. Just pushing on the pace here. Absolutely just revving it up. Trying to last as long as possible here on this fourth flat. Great to have so many channel members in the chat. Paddy Dunn as well. Afternoon, everyone, and that's great. Yeah, but we still have these 2 lone riders out in front that did manage to produce a bit of excitement. Imagine if they had 3 riders, then maybe they would have had an even bigger gap here as well. So Bauhaus also up towards the front. We haven't talked about him, the German. He is a good poacher as well, and more of a chaotic sprint. So maybe he's going to be the guy who takes the win here today. But 21.1 kilometers. We're 15 kilometers away from that interesting point. And we're also getting very close to the finale of this stage as well. So, well, yeah. But also that Cat 4 climb that we wanted to see. So there's a lot of good points now in this final 20 kilometers for the riders to something to happen. And yeah, what is going to happen on the stage, that remains to be seen. We're seeing the green jersey of John to Milan in here, Wout van Aert in there as well. Quite high up. I don't think they're going to be sprinting with Wout van Aert. I think that is completely gone. And yeah, 1 minute and 7 seconds here. 1 minute and 7 seconds. So, I mean, they are playing with fire now. We've got a very fast section now. running until they get to the bottom of that Cat 4. So that Cat 4 is definitely going to be pivotal here for that front group. Tom Scoins, the Latvian Latvian national champion, he is just coming to the front as well. Little Trek not committing too many resources to this as well. So we'll wait and see what's going to happen here on the stage. But for the time being, it's looking very good here for the breakaway. Inside 20 kilometers to go here. And it is 1 minute and 10 seconds. So it has just increased out marginally once more. So looking very good for these Total Energies riders right now. They might just be getting the message as well. Like, guys, they might be fumbling the bag behind you. So maybe we can get a legendary win. So go 110% here if you can. So they have, of course, been out there for quite a long time as well. So we'll wait and see here. But it's looking very good right now for them. I mean, they probably would need maybe a minute and a half more for us to kind of say, yeah, they've got this in the bag. But minute and 7 seconds, if no one's really getting organized here, certainly is going to be a bit fascinating between the break and the front group here. So we'll wait and see. But we're seeing Tadbagacha quite far back down the bunch here. Very dangerous place to be here for the leader. Because obviously we know crashes can happen in front of you and you can't really go anywhere if that happens. But for the time being, it's looking very good here. And 19 kilometers to go here. Crash, apparently. So, yeah, who was this? Oh, Intermarché rider, not Biniam Girmay. But that looked quite brutal. Movistar rider and Intermarché rider. The Intermarché rider looks like he is, yeah, not having a good one here. The medic car is out there straight away. And yeah, I wonder who that was. That did not look good. I think he slept into the ditch there. Jonas Roch, the very tall German. Ah, that's a bad crash. Who's the Movistar rider? Number 148. Number 148. That is Aino Rubio. Ooh, Aino Rubio. He's kind of one of their GC. I'm not sure if he is the GC anymore, but what happened? Let's see it in slow-mo. Was it just a touch of wheels here? Couldn't quite see it, but Jonas Roch coming down, and then Aino Rubio was right behind him and landed on top of him. So that was probably what hurt more Jonas Roch. I think both of it hurt, let's be honest. But Jonas Roch is down. I think he's just getting the concussion test or something. But yeah, not good here. Not good at all. But Jonas Roch, one of the strong riders for Biniam Girmay, unfortunately down. 52 seconds for the breakaway still. Tour de Pro Cycling at the front. We got Tom Scoins there in the Latvian national champions jersey. We got Kofidis towards the front as well. We got Sudal just trying to take over from Little Trek as well. And yeah, we'll wait and see here. But 17.7 kilometers still to go here. Yeah, 52 seconds. Are we going to get a stage win from the breakaway? Most of you say no, but it's not as biased as I thought. 66% say no, but yeah, a third of you are saying yes. So there is a bit of optimism. Jonas Roch is on the bike again. So Jonas Roch is on the bike again. So we'll wait and see what happens here. But yeah, 17.2 kilometers still to go here. We're getting ever closer to that intermediate, to the Cat 4 climb. I think it starts in about a kilometer's time here for the breakaway. So yeah, we will wait and see what's going to happen here. 17 kilometers, they are on the climb now. So Pro Cycling Stats a bit slow there, but yeah, they are on the climb. 900 meters for these two riders. Can they extend the lead a bit here? I mean, this would be very good if they could just increase the gap a bit, but I'm not sure how much they've got left in the tank as well. For the time being, it's looking very good here. 46 seconds. They're just chopping off each kilometer at a time here, so they're doing a very good job at keeping that at bay. But right now we're seeing, yeah, the peloton, well, they've got less than 300 meters here to go. The peloton are making their way here in as well, and for the time being, it's gonna be a very interesting one. This less than 300 meters, 44 seconds here. We'll see if they will actually get reduce this gap. Jonas Vingegaard towards the front here. Brian Cofidis towards the front. Soudal Quickstep as well, trying to make sure that they're up here. Yeah, this is looking interesting for the front runners now. 45 seconds. They're up towards that front. I think it is going to be Matteo Vercher who takes this point. So they're doing a good job here at the front of the race. And just making sure to keep out of trouble here. But yeah, 44 seconds. Still a huge margin here with 16 kilometers to go. The sprinters teams will really have to rev up their engines here if they're going to bring these guys back. And they've left themselves a bit of work to do here. They've left themselves a bit of work to do right now. And yeah, smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. But we're inside the last 16 kilometers of the stage. And support our sponsors of the stream as well. VeloPro Racer, a road racing simulator app that is very new, and they kindly supported the stream as well. But less than 16 kilometers to go here. The bunch, they come up to that Cat 4. There's no points available there for them. But they have a bit of a job here to do to bring back the riders that they let go earlier. So we'll wait and see if something is going to happen here. 15.7 kilometers still to go on the stage. And this is looking more and more interesting. More and more interesting, to say the least here. Now the sprinters have a bit of a headache. 43 seconds. They had them down to 7 seconds at one point, but they decided, well, we don't really care. It's only 2 Total Energies riders. But it looks like the Total Energies riders have just turned the gun on them, and it's looking a bit panicky now. 15.4 kilometers to go here, 43 seconds. Ever closer to that last 5 kilometers that we're also excited to see what's going to happen there. But yeah, it is going to be a close one, this. This is not a done deal right now. Jonas Vingegaard riding up towards the front as well. He's in air right now, so no one's really covering him. So we're seeing Matteo Jorgensen, I think, as well, just coming up towards the front. Visma Lease bike riding in flat stages always makes me a bit nervous here. But yeah, they are just trying to keep Jonas Vingegaard out of harm's way, and I think that's fine. But it is always a bit nervous when the GC teams get involved with the sprinters teams here towards the front. 14.6 kilometers, Groupama FDJ trying to move themselves up as well. We got a bit of a side wind from the left-hand side for the riders, or the right-hand side for the riders. Matteo Bergador is absolutely just revving it up here. I think he is going to put everything in this, and they're working for Matteo Vercher now. So I think Matteo Vercher is going to be the elected son for them. And why not? I think it's better to kind of commit with one rider, and then they can do something here later on. Oh, well, you know, spend one rider, and then maybe the other rider will have a better shot of winning the stage. But great to have 700 people in the chat. 14 kilometers still to go here of the stage. This is looking like a very interesting finale now, with the breakaway having still 37 seconds, 13.9 kilometers, and we're only a few kilometers away from that very tricky run-in. 5 kilometers to go. The peloton will certainly have a lot of road furniture that they have to tackle here. So we'll wait and see here. But right now, 34 seconds here. 34 seconds. Matteo Vercher just hanging on to his teammate's wheel here. But Matteo Bergador just riding like his life depends on it right now. These two riders have done exceptionally well to be here out towards the front here. 33 kilometers to go here. Oh no, 33 seconds they still have of a margin. We have 13.5 kilometers still to go here. And yeah, sprinting teams are getting a bit looking around here. No one really just throwing the hammer down. And right now they are not going as fast as the front here. Ooh, there's a lot of shoulder barging here, soft shoulder barges. And yeah, right now they're just throwing the hammer down here. Now it's Matteo Vercher just really committing to this as well. So maybe they're just really trying to commit, and then whoever's there at the end will take the stage if they do manage to go all the way to the finish. But yeah, right now Matteo Vercher and Matteo Bergador absolutely riding like their lives depend on it. So they're doing a very, very good race here. Very good stage on a bit of a tedious one. And we will wait and see. We will wait and see. It's looking so good here for these two. 25 seconds though. It is coming down ever so slightly here. So it is a bit worrying for them. I don't think they are going to be staying out there for much longer. Here's 24 seconds now. So it is coming down quite a bit now. 24 seconds. The peloton are being led on by who? We can see the helicopter shot here. But now, boom, number 88 is distanced, and that is Mathieu Vacher. So Mathieu Bogador is the only rider now out towards the front here. So right now it is going to be quite interesting. Ooh, is that true? Space saying Merlier bike change. Merlier bike change in the worst place to have a bike change. So Tim Merlier has a bike change. He's going to be out of contention. This is way too late. And yeah, now Jonathan Milan is absolutely going to be licking his lips here. This is the moment that potentially has changed the whole stage now. This has potentially changed. Ooh, crash as well. But yeah, Tim Merlier, bike change at the wrong time here. We had a crash as well for Israel Premier Tech rider in the roundabout. The roundabouts are catching out riders here. So Michael Woods, they're saying. Michael Woods. So yeah, that was very, very bad there. But Tim Merlier has one heck of a job to get back on this if he can. 17 seconds now. 11.6 kilometers still to go here of the stage. So there's a bit of work to be done here if they're going to be catching Mathieu Bogador. But I think they have got him in their sights. He's locked in. The snipers already in terms of the sprinters teams. And he's in the scope here. I think if he looks behind, he can see them. So the day is going to be over very soon. So, yeah, Little Trek will know about Merlier towards the back here. Oh, I think it was Chris Neerlands as well. It wasn't Mike Woods. It was Chris Neerlands who came down, I think. But Little Trek here sensing an opportunity here. 11 kilometers still to go here of the stage. 11 kilometers still to go here. The breakaway have been caught, I think. The breakaway have been caught. Now the sprinters team rev it up here. They're absolutely revving the engines up. It's Bahrain Victorious taking charge now. They have, of course, got Phil Bauhaus in there. Paul Pinuot, he is out the back as well. So that was probably the sprinting option for Groupama FDJ. So a few sprinters having bad luck here towards the pointy end of the race right now. So now it's still saying 10 seconds here. Still saying 10 seconds. So I think he hasn't been caught quite yet. But I think he is going to be caught momentarily, Mathieu Bogador. I think it was Mathieu Vacher we were seeing. So yeah, 6 seconds now they're saying. The peloton are coming. Yeah, Mathieu Bogador, he's in their sights now. He is going to be caught up here. So Mathieu Bogador absolutely just revving it up here. He got inside 10 kilometers to go here. Great work by him. Great work by him and his teammate here. So they're absolutely just going for it here behind. There's a golden opportunity for Jonathan Milan to take his first ever stage win in the Tour de France. Is it going to happen? Is it going to be today on stage 8 of all stages? This, one of the more tedious stages of this year's Tour de France, but it is going to be an electric finish. 9.6 kilometers to go here. Plenty of riders just going out the back here as well. And yeah, Paul Pinuot, another rider here as well, getting caught out. And Paul Pinuot, he's just trying to get back here. EF Education having problems as well with their car. There's chaos everywhere. But yeah, all the riders trying to get back on who have been lost. Anything can happen here in the sprint. 3 seconds they're saying for Mathieu Bogador as well. 9.3 kilometers to go here. We still have 4 kilometers until we get to that last crazy part of the stage here. Plenty of riders just trying to make it back, scrambling back to get back in the peloton here as well. Tim Merlier, where does he find himself? He's in the peloton. Merlier did make it back with some clever wizardry by his team. So Merlier is back. So he is going to be contesting this stage. Is he going to be able to move himself up with his teammate quickly enough to get in the crucial moment? 8.9 kilometers still to go here. Ooh, this is going to be interesting here. This is going to be interesting now. Visma Lisa bike towards the front here as well. We finally get pictures of the front again. Little Trek up there. Astana, Ineos Grenadiers as well. Uno X Mobility there trying to get involved as well. We got Tudor Pro Cycling here. Alpecin de Koenig as well taking charge on the left-hand side together with Little Trek here. So what can they do here? Alpecin, 8.5 kilometers to go here. 8.5 kilometers. Is this going to be the stage that they take the victory again with a third different rider? Is that going to happen today? Is that what we're going to be looking at? But right now, it's looking like Little Trek, Visma Lisa Bike, and Tudor Pro Cycling are the teams taking charge at the front here. Who's going to be winning the stage? This is a fast finish now. They're coming into a corner here. Who's losing out here in terms of positions? Where's the yellow jersey? Tadej Pogačar is quite far down here, so that is a bit alarming here. Tim Merlier is quite far down as well. So is Remco Evenepoel just going to give his teammate a bit of a tow here all the way up to the front? Tadej Pogačar up there, 7.9 kilometers. 7.9 kilometers as they come around the next few corners. Remember, the last 5 kilometers is the kilometers that we're really excited about. But yeah, this is looking very interesting now. Very, very interesting. With more corners being just tackled by the various teams. Tour de Pro Cycling really holding themselves quite high up here. So that's very good for them. If they can get Dainese here in the correct position, maybe he can just get them a surprise stage win. But for the time being, it is Alpecin-Deceuninck on the left-hand side of the road here. Visma Lease Bike there in the middle here, just congregating in there. Ooh, that looked like it could have been a crash, but it wasn't just saved there. It's very touch and go there. 7.3 kilometers to go here. Visma Lease Bike, Tour de Pro Cycling, and Alpecin are the teams taking charge here. Where is the green jersey wearer of Jonathan Milan? Where is the yellow jersey? 7.2 kilometers. We're very close to that last bit that we were talking about. That very, very crucial bit of the stage. And we'll wait and see if we are going to get a stage win here from Jonathan Milan. Is it going to be from any of the other riders as well? But Visma Lease Bike, very narrow roads here. Road furniture that could catch some teams out if they weren't careful. But right now, Little Trek, they are just trying to take charge at the front as well. They are such a formidable, strong team, and maybe they can just do something here as well. 6.8 kilometers to go here. 6.8 kilometers. Biniam Girmay up there. We've got Jonathan Milan up there as well. There's a lot of the big names up towards the front here in terms of the sprint, but who is it going to be? This is going to be a very interesting finale here. 6.6 kilometers to go here. Who is going to do it? Who is taking this? Alpecin-Deceuninck up towards the front. Little Trek up towards the front. Where is Visma? Visma's up there. But where is Tadej Pogačar? He's very far down here. Very far down here. So risking a bit, UAE Emirates. But yeah. Bahrain Victoria is coming to the front here. Jaco Ayula, they want to get in the mix with Dylan Groenewegen potentially as well. Yeah, 6.2 kilometers left here. We're getting very close to that last part that we were talking about. That very intriguing 5 kilometers. You have it on the screen there. It has a bit of an incline as well, as we said. But right now, it is going to be a very fierce battle here for the riders. Who's this at the front? I think Bahrain Victoria is just taking charge here. They're just doing their best here to stay at the front here. They have got a few obstacles coming up here. We're inside the last 6 kilometers now. Tour de Pro Cycling know what's coming up here. So they're just moving to the side of the road. They are here on the river. And they have got a roundabout coming up as well. There's many riders can be caught out by this as well. Groupama FDJ trying to get their sprinter back into the mix here. But I think it's a done deal for today. 5.5 kilometers. Jonas Vingegaard riding quite high up here as well. 5.4 kilometers here. Astana up there. Uno X is not far away from the front as well. But it is primarily Alpecin here and Visma Lease Bike taking charge at the front here. Anything can happen here in these last 5 kilometers. We got that roundabout coming up at 5 kilometers to go here. This is going to be an interesting one. Visma Lease Bike towards the front here. Alpecin-Deceuninck as well. Just making sure that they have their side of the road here. Visma Lease Bike. The roundabout comes here. So we're inside that last 5 kilometer profile that you see on your screens here. We got 5 kilometers. So now you can see where the riders are. This is going to be interesting now. Now the positioning battle is going to be very, very crucial for all these teams. Who's going to be winning this? Who is going to be winning this position battle? Right now, Tour de Pro Cycling, they know it's a chaotic one. They're just trying to get their riders up here. Jordi Meeus is out the back here. So the Belgian who won the Champs-Élysées stage, he's not getting involved in this as well. But 4.6 kilometers still to go here of the stage. 4.6 kilometers still to go to the stage. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And check out our sponsor as well, VeloProRacer.com. A new cycling app that is a road race simulator and can be incorporated into your fitness. But 4.3 kilometers to go here. Alpecin-Deceuninck, Tour de Pro Cycling, they're the ones that have charge of the peloton at the front now. Bahrain Victorious desperately want to try and get to the front here. Alpecin, they're moving to the right-hand side of the road. They know there is a bend coming up here. So this is a very good move by Alpecin to just make sure that they have firm control at the front here and can actually just get the better of any of their rivals as well. So they want to dictate the pace here. They want it to be on their terms. They want Caden Groves to have an armchair ride here. And if Machavanapol is involved, that will be a very good one. So they managed to get past that as well. So the next tricky part is going to be this roundabout. That is a 180-degree turn. So that's going to catch on some of the teams here. That is certainly going to catch on some of the teams. We'll wait and see if they're going to be able to do something here. But right now, it's a very fierce battle here between the riders in front. Alpecin, De Koenig, Israel Premier Tech moving up as well. The green jersey of Jonathan Milan has lost his train. So Jonathan Milan has lost his train here. He is just moving up with one of his riders. So he has got a leader man. But it's getting into the pointy end here. 3.3 kilometers still to go here of the stage. Who's going to be winning? Who is going to be winning? But Alpecin, De Koenig doing a good job here. But they are getting swamped here by some of the other teams here. Who's going to be taking the stage? We're inside the last 3 kilometers now. This is going to be a very fascinating one. Who's going to be winning the stage? Oh, the battle for the front positions here. That 3 kilometer mark also does mean that we have this roundabout. They're coming around this very long roundabout as well. Who's going to be winning this position for battles? Okay, it's not quite as tight, the roundabout, as I thought maybe it would be. But they are going around this really funny carousel now. Really funny carousel here for the riders. But Jonathan Milan, has he just been positioned perfectly? It looks like it might be a stage win for him potentially. 2.7 kilometers still to go here. They've got roundabouts coming up again after 2 kilometers to go here. It's 2.6 kilometers. It is Alpecin. Lotto up here. They're in the mix here. Israel Premier Tech making sure that they're up towards the front as well. Intermarché battling as hard as they can here. They're going 72 kilometers an hour. Remember, we have this very tricky profile, as you can see right there. But yeah, now it's Lotto. They know they have a very strong man for this kind of up and down finish here. Bahrain victorious. Coming through, is it? Is it Bahrain victorious? Yes, it is Bahrain. But Jonathan Milan in the perfect wheel here. He's trying to do his best here. The roundabout comes up just after 2 kilometers to go, as we said. And now it is Bahrain absolutely revving the pace up. Only with one rider, so they're revving it up for Lidl Trek, who's sitting behind. And this roundabout has been tackled quite well. And didn't actually catch any teams out, like we said. But they've got another roundabout to come as well. So they're going to tackle the next roundabout here now. Oh, touch of wheels here. Touch of wheels. One of the riders just getting caught out here. So one of the riders just getting caught out here. Oh, that was very, very bad here. But 1.4 kilometers to go. We haven't really got too much other stuff happening here. Alpecin De Koenig in terms of road furniture. But Alpecin De Koenig, they have a good role here at the front here. What can they do here? What can they do? Are they able to do anything here? But for the time being, it is Lidl Trek in a perfect position here with Jonathan Milan on the wheel of Machavanapol. 1.1 kilometers still to go here of the stage. Are we going to get a stage win from Jonathan Milan, a debutant of the Tour de France? He's never left a Grand Tour without a points classification win. 900 meters to go here. Is it going to be a stage win from him? He's doing a very good job here. But it is Tour Pro Cycling just trying to open this up as well. 700, 800 meters to go here. Is this Groupama FDJ just trying to do something here as well? Machavanapol just being boxed in here a bit. Where is Biniam Girmay? Where is Tim Merlier? Many of these riders were missing them. We're seeing Daniman Popple as well. He's going to get his own chance here. Biniam Girmay is in the mix as well. Wout van Aert is in the mix as well. So now it's going to open up here. Who's going to do this? Is this Machavanapol opening it up here? We're inside the kicker here. This is going to be a very fast one as well. We know there's a bit of an incline as well. 58 kilometers an hour. Jonathan Milan is about to open it up here. Wout van Aert is going to be in the mix as well. So here they open it up. Alpecin open it up with Caden Groves. Jonathan Milan desperately trying to go for it. Wout van Aert is in the mix for this as well. But Jonathan Milan looks like he has the best of everyone. Jonathan Milan, boom, takes the win. Wow. Jonathan Milan. Wow. What a win from Jonathan Milan here. Winning in Laval and his first win of this year's Tour de France. Great bit of work there by Lidl Trek. No Tim Merlier in the mix. But yeah, that was some impressive riding there. Absolutely incredible finale there by the riders. Macho Vanderpool did a very good lead out as well. There was a bit of argy-bargy going on. Caden Groves tried his best to get the better of Jonathan Milan, but those two know each other so well from the Giro d'Italia. But yeah, that was Wout van Aert just trying to spoil the party as well. But yeah, what went wrong for Biniam Girmay? What went wrong there? And Jonathan Milan absolutely stamping his authority on this green jersey. Incredible victory by him. And yeah, absolutely wowza. Wowza, we get the first victory from him. And yeah, that was what we kind of were expecting here after we saw Tim Merlier in a bit of problems here. But absolutely perfection there. Yeah, Wout van Aert just doing his best here to try and challenge that. And Wout van Aert actually absolutely incredible, to say the least there. But yeah, Jonathan Milan, the victor. But Wout van Aert, has he just got himself into the conversation here of maybe doing something here for the green jersey? We'll wait and see. But yeah, very interesting there. Shoulder barge by Jonathan Milan as well. Yeah, Wout van Aert, good bit of riding there. And could have been if it was a bit different. But Jonathan Milan absolutely finishing it off completely there. It was not quite as convincing as I would have thought. But I mean, Wout van Aert just went in his slipstream. So good ride there by Wout van Aert. And yeah, Jonathan Milan taking a comfortable win there. Yeah, we'll get you the top 10 as well before I scurry off and do the recap race analysis, or the sprint analysis, shall we say. But yeah, I think Arnaud Delis was up there towards the front as well. Great to have 700 people in the chat. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here as well. And if that was it would have been better if it wasn't Caden Groves. If it was Macho Vanderpool, that would have been so cool. But yeah, he takes a bow there. Merlier. Not Merlier, Jonathan Milan. Quite a win there by him. Absolutely impressive. Do we have the top 10 already? I think we do have the top 10 already. So we'll see what happens here later in the sprints. But Jonathan Milan, many people's favorite for the green jersey to take it all the way to Paris. We'll wait and see if he is going to be doing that. But right now, we have got Jonathan Milan winning the stage quite comfortably. But Wout van Aert, a very close push there. So, yeah, good movement there by Wout van Aert to act on it. We didn't know if he was going to do it. He was doing a bottle services there. Yeah, so Wout van Aert, is he going to be able to get his green jersey? Let's say that. Should Wout van Aert chase the green jersey? Yes or no? He's a very strong rider, as we know. Anyway, the top 10. Jonathan Milan takes the stage win. We've got an exit poll as well. Wout van Aert, second place for Visma Lease bike, a very good result. So they actually take a second place for a second day in a row. Caden Groves in third place, a good result from him as well, since they don't have Jasper Philipsen here anymore. Pascal Ackermann in fourth place. He was the one who almost had a bit of argy-bargy going on with him, man. Arnaud Delis at fifth place. That was quite a good result by him. Sixth place for Tobias Lund-Andreasen, so a good result from him. Tobias Lund-Andreasen, sixth place there. Brian Kokar, seventh place. Alberto Dainese in ninth place for Garmin, or EF Education Easy Post, with Vincenzo Albanese, and then Stantia Fredheim, the sprinter, in 10th place. So yeah, good bit of results for many of the riders. We'll get you the green jersey as well with that and Pierce. But yeah, that was a fast one, to say the least, a very fast one. And Milan, super strong, super good. What are we saying? Dainese will be disqualified. What happened with Dainese? Let me know in the chat what happened with Dainese as well. But there was a bit of, yeah, argy-bargy going on between Milan and Pascal Ackermann. Nothing too dangerous, just normal sprinting, I think. But yeah, a good battle there in the sprint for sure. Very good battle, and we'll see if anything happens later on. But the green jersey is what we're waiting for. Of course, we are doing streams here every single day of the Tour de France. Another interesting one tomorrow, shall we say, in terms of a flat affair. But yeah, we've got that interesting stage on stage 10 as well, so we'll look out for that. But yeah, who are we looking out for? We're waiting for the top 10, but a friend of the channel, Tobias Voss, doing a good job. Tobias Lohn-Andresen getting in 6th place. Bini was kind of nowhere. He was in 19th, so well outside the points here. So that is a big loss in terms of that green jersey. So that means Milan is absolutely going to put 50 points between him and Bini. Yeah, Match of Anapol saying it was a very hard final as well. Yeah, well, we're waiting for the green jersey as well. Nothing changes in the GC, obviously. We still have Tadej Pogačar leading in front of Remco Evenepoel, in front of Kevin Vauclain and Jonas Vingegaard. So a bit of a quiet day with a bit of a accelerating few moments there towards the end. But yeah, a good stage towards the end. Didn't have too many crashes on the stage itself in that tricky finale. I thought it was going to catch some of the riders out, but just not quite happening, which was good. We don't want to see riders crash. Remember Jasper Philipsen crashing? That was absolutely terrible. What are we saying? Lamef, 48th, second place finish for Wout van Aert. I mean, I don't know if that's true. It's one of those where it sounds, could be that. Maybe not in the Tour de France, but yeah, they did a very, very good job here. Wout van Aert did an impressive ride here to just solo his way with no one helping him. And yeah, absolutely incredible work by Wout van Aert to get a second place with no lead-out train. So yeah, that was pretty impressive, you have to say, by Wout van Aert. But we're just waiting for that green jersey. Then I'll hop over and do the sprint analysis for the Cycling Day in Extra channel. And yeah, it's looking like an interesting finish here for the riders. But they did a very good job here. Little trek, you have to say. But yeah, Wout van Aert, absolutely impressive riding here by him to get up there in the mix, despite being absolutely teammateless. Bini, where did it go wrong for Bini? I think it was around the time where Wout van Aert, yeah, just went a bit wrong here. No lead-out men around him. And now their tactic earlier is absolutely atrocious, you have to say, because they did a lot of work in the beginning of the stage, and yeah, it completely just fell away here. We still haven't got the green jersey, so we're just waiting for that. But yeah, Jonathan Milan, great job, and also good turn, good pull here by Match of Anapol towards the end. It looked like he was going to absolutely just rip the field up completely. But Jonathan Milan, green jersey, I don't know if he's going to get it by the end of this as well. But Caden Groves opened up here. Good work here by Caden Groves as well, just to try and get something here. But Wout van Aert, what a exhilarating sprint by him. Just tried to really take it to Jonathan Milan here. So green jersey, we're still kind of waiting for that. Come on, Pro Cycling Stats. Where's the green jersey? So we're just waiting for that, and then we will head off. We got this stream tomorrow as well. Bit of a flat affair, to say the least. So yeah, we'll wait and see what happens on tomorrow's stage. But Jonathan Milan, first stage win here for him in the Tour de France on stage 8. So a very epic one for him. He could potentially do back-to-back stage wins, such as we've seen Mario Cipollini do as well. He wins the stage and the intermediate sprint as well. So if any of you were wondering about Tim Merlier, I think he's a bit further down as well. He didn't actually, nowhere near this sprint, unfortunately for him. And Ben O'Connor losing time today. He lost about 15 seconds, so that's not good. Sivakov losing time, but he's not really interested in the GC. Who else lost time? Joe Blackmore lost time as well. Vlasov as well. Adam Yates. Simon Yates losing time. Thibonnet losing time, but Garen Thomas losing time. Lawrence Rex, Mark Hirschi as well. Fabio, Tobias Foss. All these riders losing a lot of time. So a quiet day, to say the least, for most of the day, but a very fast finish. And we'll wait and see where Jonathan Milan is going to be finishing at the end of the green jersey. I think he does take it now, because Tadej Pogačar obviously not involved in that at all. So 50 points, and I think he is going to take it. So we might as well call it there, because they're not going to give us the green jersey, I think. So thank you to every single one of you who joined in today in the banter in the comments. Very, very good. And anyone who subscribed today as well. So we got to 260 likes. So thank you to everyone who has subscribed. But until next time, have a good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. And I will catch you in the next one.